3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody? We are under the influenza, and in this episode, one of my best friends stopped by. Man, we used to do everything together. Actually, we used to come as a package deal. You couldn't have one of us without having the other. But we made some good memories together, and I hope to keep making some good memories with you, in the future. We did some good stuff together. We also did a little bit of bad. Probably should have mentioned that. That'll probably stay off the air. But seriously though, this man, he's now a husband and a father to probably the cutest baby that there is.
Thank you.
Please welcome Miko Simental to the show.
Pleasure, boys.
Oh man,
thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming, man. So what's up, dude? How you been? Everything good?
Good. Yeah, just chilling, like you said. 5 years now. 5 years married.
5 years married.
Little Pato, he's 1.5 now.
1.5?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. Time flies.
Yeah, dude. Seems like he's gotten his fair share of food. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
That's good. You told me one time that he kind of eats as much as you do, huh?
Dude, I have one time I was making this bomb dinner. And it was with the Instapot. I saw it on Pinterest.
Instapot.
And I was looking up Instapot recipes because I just got that. And but anyways, I made chicken breasts and came out looking all fire. I was ready. I got one for me and I cut half for that dude. And I'm telling you, I tell people this dude started eating steak
he just eats
before 1 year old. Dude was he has a full grill of teeth right now. But long story short, that dude we started eating and he finished his half and I looked over and I was like, damn, dude. So I cut him some of mine. And he basically had a whole breast and I had half.
Sheesh,
and
man.
that's how it's been ever since.
Sheesh, dude.
More than you.
You just be let me get a bite.
How's it been though? I know that you live by now a new mantra, the life of Pato, right?
The life of Pato.
The life of Pato. What does that? What does that mean?
Just
life. So life of Pato is Pato essentially is your
boss.
Right. Pato's big
life.
L's.
It's
Levi, his son. It's his life, is true, dude. So now you're living his life.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, he's good, right? Healthy. I mean, he was premature, right? You said.
Yeah. He. So. Let me take y'all back.
Let's take us back. Take us back.
What was it? So Jena, she was in the hospital for 20.
She was in the hospital for 20 days?
20 plus days.
Wow.
I want to say 22.
I feel I kind of do remember her being in the hospital for a while.
She was at high risk. So
high risk of what?
Of just the pregnancy. I don't know what it was. I'm just going to sound dumb. But,
whatever medical
something.
term, right?
Yeah. But she had that. She was in intense care. So she was in the hospital on bed rest 20-some days.
Man.
And they would poke her every couple hours, check her
just to make sure
pressure.
Everything's good for her.
Yeah. And during that time, I was staying with her in the hospital, but I was also working at the fire station. So I would go for 2 days, 48 hours. And then come back.
So you do 2 days out in the fire, kill, save some people, whatever, come back.
At the station, not Wildland.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so I'd go out for 2 days.
Straight without sleeping, none of that, or did you sleep or what?
No, it's at the station.
Okay. I don't know. Yeah. I have no idea. I'm not a firefighter.
So yeah, you it's just regular living, house living, and you sleep there, you got your own bed upstairs, you shower there, but you just
yeah. Okay. So you were there for 2 days and then you had to come back and stuff.
But yeah, but she was there the full 20 days, but respect to her.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that's tough. I'm sure you were exhausted. You can't even imagine what she would feel. Right?
My 2 days away was my little vacay
from the madness,
the
right?
Yeah. Was it's boring.
Yeah.
Jena
even the TV, you try to watch TV and stuff.
Yeah.
The TV channels are boring on there too.
Yeah. And basically I'd be all right, you hungry? What do you want me to go get you?
But that's crazy, dude. 20 days.
20-some days. And my older sister, Ashley, she had her baby
It was right around the same time, right?
Like I want to say like 6 or 7 days before Levi came.
Wow.
So we were there. We were there, and that was like our excitement for the day. We're like, oh, hey, like
got a nephew.
Yeah. So we were in like Ashley's delivery room, like a couple doors down, and like that was our excitement. Camila came, and then
that's your niece's name, Camila.
Camila, yeah.
Shout out Camila.
Yeah, shout out. And my sister just had another baby, Sophia.
Ashley, right?
Ashley, yeah, she's my oldest. But she just had another baby. But what was crazy is because it was like during like this corona,
right? Yeah, through everything.
But basically, my mom was in the delivery
because she's a nurse, right?
Yeah, she's a labor and delivery nurse. Shout out Lil RN.
Shout out Lil.
Little baby nurse. But
because she's the one that actually, right? She's the deliverer. Like she's the one that pulls the babies out.
Well,
kind of.
Honestly, it's the doctor, dude.
Okay,
there's probably multiple people there.
Multiple people there.
Yeah.
Like she's
just in the room and stuff, just making sure that
she will do it at sometimes if the doctor. So at this time, the doctor was in a C-section. And like Ashley was like, my sister checked her, and I guess her head was showing. Like,
oh really?
Like,
wow.
Like if Ashley sneezed, that baby was coming out. But basically, like Ricardo, it was a funny story. Like Ricardo and my mom delivered that baby.
Really?
Yeah,
Ricardo and your mom delivered the baby. Like, Ricardo is your
that's my brother-in-law.
Your sister's husband. Okay, got you.
Yeah, and
so they delivered the baby just because it was already out. I mean, that
dude, like, so they were like, all right, like my mom was like, yo, we're gonna deliver.
You got to do it, right? You got to do it.
Ricardo was like, all right, game face, you know.
Yeah, let's do it.
But dude was probably like crapping his pants.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But he like, I guess he put his hand. He didn't have any gloves on, bro. Rookie mistake. He put his hand like underneath her leg to let her thigh to like lift her leg up, and I guess he like just pulled, like it was just like all blood,
covered in blood,
just like goo.
He couldn't handle it from that point on.
I was just hearing this story, but I was like, I wish I could have been a fly.
You could have just seen it all happen.
Yeah,
dude, I'm sure that was intense.
Like exactly, like my mom, like in there, bro.
I'm sure that was intense, man. I'm sure that whole situation was.
Yeah, I guess like that's what happened, dude. The doctor was busy. My mom was like, all right,
we got to do it.
She started scrubbing up.
I can't. I mean,
it's crazy.
I think I've heard that like nurses like that have a family member that's delivering or that's having a baby, they're not allowed to do that, right?
They are, but they don't like to do.
Okay, so I kind of understand why, right? Because
dude,
it's
like
if something goes wrong, you're the one that's
and
it's bad enough like when it's not a part of your family, and then when it is a part of your family, it's like 10 times worse or a million times worse, you know.
For Alex, that's Alyssa's oldest son. He was delivered by one of my mom's best friends, Leslie Martino, and then Levi and Camila were by like a different nurse, but like I did like yard work for her.
Okay,
like,
so you know him and stuff.
Like
so they know you, you know them, your family friend.
Yeah, so like we had our trust in her too. So, yeah.
Dude,
but everybody's,
yeah, I mean, it's scary enough, dude. I can't imagine. I mean, having to do something like that. But Jena was in the hospital for 20 days.
20-some
Were you
days.
in the room when everything went down, or were you?
So it was a sad C-section. So
okay, so it was planned. You had the date. Everything was planned. He was premature, just because.
Premature. He was 6 weeks early, dude.
6 weeks early.
6 weeks early.
What, a month and a half.
Yeah.
You were 2 months early, huh, David?
Real?
You were 2 months early, I think.
Yeah. How much did he weigh?
He weighed 6'2".
6.2.
Yeah.
That's not a bad size.
That's not
right?
bad.
That's not a bad size.
I was thinking 5s.
Yeah.
They were telling us like low 5s.
Yeah.
And he came out 6'2". I was like, hey.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
And he's definitely.
obviously.
Yeah. Now looking at him now,
In hindsight, you see, it's like.
But he was in the but then he came out and like C-section. My mom was in there. I was in the C-section room. My mom was in there. And like I was videotaping, like I was in there.
Yeah, you were right there.
I have
you were right there on the sideline watching it all, huh?
Yeah, and then Pato came out, dude, and that was the life of Pato.
The life of Pato, right when it started, bro. That's when it started.
And then homie was in the NICU for like 11 days.
11 days just to make sure that everything was good. Did he have anything wrong? Like, was there anything wrong with him?
His lungs, he couldn't breathe on his own at first. So
his like lung wasn't developed and stuff enough?
Yeah. So he needed the respirator.
Yeah, just whatever.
Breathe.
Yeah, going through
And
it.
then
I'm sure that was a tough time for everybody.
dude,
It was tough, like watching him like fresh out of that.
Like imagine having your kid and you could only see him
like through
8
like
a.m. to 8 p.m. and then
through like a glass, right? Or like what?
Home.
Yeah.
No, you could hold him.
You can hold him and stuff.
You could hold him, and like he couldn't eat on his own. So he had a eating tube through his nose, all that. Like so, he had like tubes, cords, all that stuff. Yeah, dude.
So that's why he's a tough guy now. I mean, you see this guy fall.
Yeah,
you see him fall now. He gets back up. He brushes himself off, and he just keeps going.
I remember like this nurse, and I was like freaking out because this nurse was like poking him, trying to get an IV, like right when he came out.
Yeah, and you're like, what the heck's going on?
And they couldn't get it, dude.
Really? They couldn't get a vein or whatever? Wow, that's a lot,
4 times, and
dude.
they had to do it in the umbilical cord.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot of, I mean, damn, bro.
That's a lot for...
yeah, for a little kid, dude, fresh out the womb, dude.
Fresh out the oven, dude.
Fresh out.
And like I was looking at that,
yeah, I'm sure. And still, even like probably thinking about it, remembering is probably hard too. Like it sucks having to like look back at that. But look at him now, dude. He is. It made him tougher, dude. He toughened up from the beginning, from the jump.
For real. I want to say we went to his 1.5-year checkup like last week, and dude's
perfect
99 percentile in his head.
He got big head
and his weight, obviously, and thank goodness for his height.
That's
too,
good, dude. That's good because Jena's a big tall girl, right? She's a tall girl, so
it's all coming to plans.
It's all part of your plan. You did the LeVar Ball thing where you picked a tall woman and you got a big athlete.
Who's
now.
LeVar Ball? I'm better than LeVar Ball.
That BBB, don't know about it. But that's good, dude.
Get
you know
on the pato sauce, dude, before it's too late.
Pato's a big man. I remember we went to go swim not too long ago, right? We went swimming.
Yeah,
had it been like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
A little hang out with the boys.
Right, yeah, by the pool.
Nice.
Yeah,
Got
Pato.
some pizza and stuff.
Pato stopped by, and I can't remember what we were doing. We were just throwing the ball, right? I was in the pool, and he was outside of the pool, and he just had like balls or his toys, and he was just throwing them in the pool, right?
Yeah.
So I go grab it out of the pool, bring it back to him. He throws it, back in the pool. I do. So it's like I'm playing fetch, right? I'm the dog. He's the human, and he's throwing. I'm playing fetch with him. So then I don't know what happened. Maybe like because there was like stranger girls like off to the side. And I guess he heard them. Like they said something, he heard them, and he looked back. He looked at them for a little bit, and he grabbed his toy and he walked over to them. Right? He walked over to them and he threw it at them. Yeah, he threw it at them. I was like, this guy's a player, bro. I was like, he's a player.
He is. Like we'll go like grocery shopping, bro, and I'll have to tell him like, yo, dog. Quit staring.
Quit staring.
Quit checking these girls out, dog. Like, come on.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. He's a little player.
That's hilarious. I'm sure,
he's gonna be a little something.
I'm sure he's he's an eye catcher already. He's a cute baby. I'm sure when he gets older.
Shout out to the mailman, dude. He did a good job with his blue eyes.
We do, man.
Who knows where that came from?
The mailman is you, bro. That kid looks like you, but it's almost like an enhanced version of you. Like he's cuter. I'm sorry to say, but he's cuter than he's like a cuter version of you. He took like Jena's good genes and enhanced them, and
shout out.
Yeah,
he's Jenna's height,
Yeah, he's a cute baby. He's got blue eyes, right? Blue eyes.
Yeah.
Thanks to Grandpa, right? Grandpa on Jenna's side. He's got blue eyes.
Nona.
Nona's got blue eyes.
Jen's mom. She's got blue eyes. I'm pretty sure Jen's grandma has blue eyes too.
Man, okay.
But then on my dad's side, my dad's mom has like green.
Okay.
So like Camila, they're all blue.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much. Dude,
what?
But Camila's like a light bluish green. Like hers are pretty. But Scarlet, like bright blue.
Really?
Bright.
That's strange, dude. That's strange, huh? That is very strange. Because brown is the dominant, right? Brown dominant. I think brown is a dominant gene.
We are all brown eyes.
Yes, I think most people have brown eyes, and it's the dominant gene. And for whatever reason, in your family, bro, the dominant gene isn't so dominant.
Cool. Yeah, like
that is cool.
It is
dude.
cool. Like
yeah,
they all have blue eye, or like it's like a blue. It's a pretty blue.
Yeah, it is.
But I don't know like what the you know, people say like, oh, they change color.
Yeah, right.
But I'm pretty sure we're past that point.
I don't know because I used to.
He's a grown man.
He is, dude. He really is. He is a grown man. He walks and he stunts, bro. He does. But I was gonna say is like when I was younger, I kind of had like blondish hair too, and it like dirty blonde, like a light brown kind of, and it darkened out, and I mean. Who knows later? I don't really know how old I was when I started darkening up or whatever. I mean, I'm not sure, but either way, he's gonna be a lady killer. He already is one, dude. Yeah, he is. But you brought us over some of this Santan moon juice, bro. Moon juice. It's good. It says Santan Brewing Company Moon Juice Galactic IPA, India Pale Ale. So it's an IPA. I think I already said that, anyways. But it's got a nice little astronaut right there.
Yeah, it is.
It's a cool little picture.
Local.
I never had
Chandler.
this.
It is
Chandler beer. I never had this.
Santan's got some good stuff. I like the moon juice out of all the.
I like it too.
They got like a Mr. Pineapple,
Is this your favorite beer? You would say right now? Is it like? Is this your go-to? Is this like your go-to beer where you go to the store and you pick it up, or?
Like if I'm wanting a beer, yeah.
Because this one's a 7.3. I mean, that's heavy, dude.
Real?
That's what it says, 7.3, dude.
Damn, no wonder I like them so much.
It is heavy, dude. It's a heavy beer.
But no, yeah, I guess for like if
right
I'm
now
wanting a beer, yeah.
What do you do? What do you normally?
I'm on that don't make fun, but I've been on that White Claw trend.
No, dude, I ain't making fun,
cool.
bro.
It's like,
it's less. It's 100 calories.
I was on IPAs for a minute and I was getting big, dude.
No, yeah. I mean, it's a lot of calories, dude. It's a lot of calories in these darker IPA beers. So that's what it is. You drink a couple, dude, and it's like that's a meal replacement. Yeah, you drink 2 of these or 3 of these, it's a meal replacer. But I mean, with 2 of these, at 7.3, bro, you'd be all right. You'll feel good.
7.3.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, but side note,
let's see.
When Jen was preggo, what was it? When I want to say like a month or like 3 months after Pato came out.
3 months after,
3
okay.
Months in,
uh-huh.
Like, yeah, cause, yeah, and so so Jenna was preggo and she was eating a ton. We were going to Dairy Queen like every day. I was getting big too, dude. I thought I was preggo too, but I stepped on the scale and no joke, I was 242.
Damn, 242.
Yeah,
damn,
that was the biggest
bro. You look good now though. You look nice and lean. Like you look good.
I got all the way down. I was like 170, and I was like, nah, I can't be 170. I'm like at 180.
Dude, that's a lot of weight, bro. That's like 60 pounds, dude. That is 60 pounds. Yeah, how'd you do it?
Jenny Craig.
Jenny Craig on that diet? Jenny Craig diet on the...
Dude, honestly, I stopped drinking these IPAs.
Really? You
drank
7%? You stopped the IPAs?
Well, I stopped... it was like
drinking as
Miko,
much, eating as much, Dairy Queen.
Because
that's true.
Jenna's not pregnant anymore.
That's true. They do say that when the woman is pregnant, the men actually gain pounds too.
Well, dude, I'm not
because it's the cravings and stuff, right?
I'm not gonna be a jerk and let my wife eat Dairy Queen
all alone. Yeah, dude, you can't do that. You can't do that, right?
And we were getting creative with those blizzards.
Oh yeah, were you mixing them or what? What were you doing?
But yeah, mixing
different kinds of blizzards.
Mixing all.
See what the best one is.
But it's crazy now. Is like I don't. You don't
mess with ice cream no more. Nothing. That's good, dude.
Donuts, nah.
That's good, bro. I don't know. I got a big sweet tooth, dude. I love sweets, man.
Not me.
I love sweets, dude. I can mess up some cake, some brownies, some cupcakes, ice cream. I can mess that shit up, dude.
I think everyone can though. Like everyone has some sort of
I mean, but some people don't really like cake either. Some people are like, some people don't like cake. I don't really mess with frosting too much, but the actual cake, I can mess up with some cake.
But what, you like pie or?
I mean, I'm not really
not really sweet. So what do you... I mean,
if I had to do a pie, it would be like pumpkin pie. And that's like only around Thanksgiving time.
When it's around that time.
Yeah. And then I don't like cupcakes. Nah.
Not too cupcakes?
Donuts, nah. Unless it's like Krispy Kreme, you know.
Yeah, I love some Krispy Kreme.
Like I ain't gonna do no Dunkins.
But that's good, dude. You lost 60 pounds, bro. From 240 to 180. That's 60, bro. 60 pounds you lost, and it's just because you stopped drinking the IPAs as much. Stop with the ice cream, and of course Jena's cravings. Yeah, Jena's cravings went away and things like that. And Jena looks really good too. Like she's dude.
Like shout out Jena.
Yeah, man. She looks good.
She's a beast.
Yeah.
Man.
That's good though. I mean, it's good to see you guys. Nice, looking good, being parents. Nice and
parent life, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Changes you.
You don't really have the dad bod. I mean, maybe during the pregnant, but you're no dad bod. You're nice and lean, dude.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah, looking good. 60 pounds though. That's all, dude. I'm still thinking about it. That's a lot, bro. I don't think I saw you when you were that way, like 240.
Dude, a lot of people sleep on it, bro. I got a pig, dude. A lot of people.
240.
I was probably like hiding though, Like,
maybe.
Shit.
Yeah.
240.
But there comes a time where it's like you don't even realize that you're that heavy, and then you just like step on a scale, and you're like, oh shit.
Jen was like, "That's true love."
That's true love. She's like, I'm with you.
That's true love. I didn't even notice.
I'm with you. I didn't leave you.
Yeah.
That's funny, dude.
Chubby.
That's funny.
Good looking 240.
You're a good looking 240.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know where the pick is. I'm looking for it.
But man, funny. I mean, you just change up a little bit, right? You switch up your diet just a little bit. Were you like exercising at all? Were you like playing basketball, or not really?
There's Dominic. I remember when I started trying to get in shape. I hit up Dom to go ball at LA, dude, and asked Dom. He was like, "Yo, you look pretty big."
You look big, bro.
Yeah, and I was dying on the court, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Coach Dyer would have been.
Oh yeah, Coach Dyer would have been like on the line, get going.
Get on.
Let me see these sprints. But you, I mean, dude, like in high school, you ran like a 540 mile, right? Bro. 5 minutes 40-second mile,
Don't
dude.
Be disrespectful.
Well, give it 520. I'm gonna go 525.
Like
dude, that is ridiculous, man. I think I barely went by to like 558 and got in it because during baseball, like the whole thing was like, you gotta run a 6 minute mile in baseball.
Shut up.
You don't even run that much in baseball. So they're like, oh, you gotta run a 6 minute mile or you're not on the team or whatever it was. I don't even remember.
All right, they did that and they wanted to put fear they wanted to put fear. Mm-hmm. But all right, let's be real. You think Josh McKinney got us?
Yeah, I know. Shout out to Josh.
You think like
shout out to Josh McKinney. Yeah, dude. But the thing is like, so I think we were selling coupons too, right? So we were selling coupons or one of those like $20 cards or whatever they were. And I think with every one that you sold, you got like 30 seconds off of your time. So I think Josh was still able to get under whatever time it is.
Yeah, I wasn't grinding too much on the cards, you know.
Right. You didn't have to, right? The 520 made up for it, dude.
Yeah, but honestly, I turned a lot of heads during those mile runs.
Oh, dude, you were just like, what? You're able to take in more oxygen in your lungs, or what? Like you're able. I
don't know what it is.
You got an oxygen.
I'm an Energizer bunny,
dude. I remember that.
I don't know. I just came off of, dude. You can't lie. I just came off from
we played
JV
basketball. You played basketball.
Coach Dyer, bro.
Yeah.
Coach Dyer made us run suicide after suicide.
I know,
on
dude.
The line.
I know.
So, sir, I was in tip-top shape.
Yeah.
I was ready for that mile.
But nowadays, dude, now we play and it's like, dude, every time I play basketball, I throw up now,
no
dude.
Way.
Every time I play.
Lightheaded, yeah.
Like whenever, if I go play one-on-one or if I play like an actual full court game, dude, I'll throw up. I'm like, dude, what is wrong with me, bro? Yeah. I just can't take it, dude. I can't take it anymore.
I can't allow myself to throw up. You know, Pato sees that.
Yeah, he's like, oh, this is my dad?
Dad?
This is my dad over here? That's why I don't have a kid. I don't want to see him like that. I'm just playing.
Shut up.
I'm just playing.
But
yeah, dude. I mean, it's hard to get back into shape though, dude. Like it's hard to.
Yeah.
It's hard to because it's like we don't have as much time as we used to, to actually go and do things. And now we don't have a coach telling us what to do.
Yeah, no discipline. And honestly, I was in Cali the other day, and it's so hard to find parking spots there, dude.
In Cali?
I would never live in Cali, dude, or Phoenix, but that's just me.
Yeah.
So hard to find parking spots. And like Jena found one, and like my parking spot was so far, and she was like, "Go get the car." Because it was right in front of like, where we were. And so I sprinted, bro. And I was sprinting. And I like got in the car. And like I got the spot. But like I got out of the car. I'm like, I think I pulled something.
No, man.
Like and that
just
whole
going to go
time,
get the car.
like I was just limping everywhere.
Oh no.
It's just sad to realize.
Oh no, man.
Old, boy.
I know we are, dude. We are. How was Cali though? By the way,
It was cool. It was cool
because it was kind of right during. I mean, it was how long ago? Like a month ago or whatever.
Yeah,
you went like a month ago.
Yeah, like a month ago. They like end of May. Yeah, they take that real serious.
Oh, I'm sure, dude. I'm sure. I mean, in Arizona, even though the cases are coming up, like shit's not really that serious. Like, I mean, I guess they're right. What are they doing? They're making you wear a mask now or whatever.
I think that's what they're forcing.
What was it? Oh, I was listening. Shout out because I'm a big fan. Me and Pato.
Oh, thank you, dude. Thank you so much.
Influenza, because we tune into every episode.
Like everybody should.
We were listening to.
Yeah, you did give us 1-star rating.
Dude, that is my bad. Don't to edit that out.
All right, but go ahead.
But it was Julian's, and you were saying like some weird guy, but it was me that shared that story with you about the mask.
That's right.
Shout out Julian for saying that. A beautiful baby, by the way.
Yeah, shout out Julian.
But yeah, I was in the Uber ride, and I had my sunglasses on. And they kept fogging up, and I was like, trying to look at the scenic view.
Right, yeah. You don't need foggy glasses, right?
So I put it down a little bit, and right away I could see in the rearview mirror that she was a little old lady, but she like hawk-eyed me.
Yeah. She
put your mask on.
She was looking at you.
Man, I want to say like that Uber ride was like 30 minutes long.
Oh,
and
man.
I was like, after that, I was so thirsty, but I didn't take a drink. I was just so scared.
It's because the vibe, well, the vibe went down.
I was just so scared that she would be like, hey, no drinks.
Dude, that's bad, man.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some things that you have to do. Like you can't wear a mask at a restaurant. Like how are you gonna eat, right?
Yeah. So we went to like a bar, and they were only allowing like certain amount of people. You had to wear your mask until you got to the table, and then you could take it off.
Okay.
And so like they were having, it was like a sky bar, and they had like 4 like couches. And then I was like 6 people plus.
So it was kind of like a lounge, kind of like a chill
like a
spot.
Pit,
yeah, okay. Uh-huh.
And then they only had table, so they only had 4 of those, and then the rest were just tables, and only 2 people could sit at them.
Really?
Tables.
2 people at a table, and then 4 people at the couches?
Yeah,
that's what it was?
So we waited it out. Like it wasn't bad though. Like 10 20 minutes, and we actually got one of those fire pit places.
Nice. That's makes it a little bit worth it, right?
It was nice view in front of the ocean stuff. Good weather.
That's good.
Yeah.
How was it? It was like 70s or what? Mid 70s over there.
Yeah.
Dude, man, I really want to go to Cali, bro.
Our Airbnb didn't even have air conditioning though. But
I mean, you don't need it, right? Yeah, you don't need it. Yeah, you have the ocean breeze. You have the nice weather over there. How
nice is that?
I know, dude. You don't have to pay for AC over there, dude. And especially where we're at now, dude, it's like 100 plus over here, dude.
Yeah, dude, my AC in my car wasn't working for like a minute.
Oh, that's horrible, dude.
Yeah.
That is horrible.
I was like driving naked.
Yeah, it's just as like, I mean,
don't judge me.
Yeah, dude. Like you put the windows down, it doesn't help at all either, dude.
It doesn't. It's just
the hot air is just everywhere. Yeah, dude. It's like a blow dryer. It is like a blow dryer. But anything else, like anything sort of weird that happened over there besides like kind of was there any like stricter rules that they had, or was it just like overall just like stricter? You had to wear your mask all the time, or?
Well, it was like the second day of them opening up, so.
Oh, okay.
Like, I want to say, like, we were open, like, 2 weeks or a week.
Arizona was open 2 weeks, and then Cali.
And then we went over there, and then they were just opening up. So they were, like, a little bit more. Mm-hmm. And then at the beach, it was weird.
That's what I was about to ask you. I was about to ask, how was the beach?
You could go to the beach, but you couldn't sit down.
Wait, so you could go to the beach, but you couldn't?
It was so like,
that's weird.
Like if you think about the logic, like it's so dumb.
The whole point of the beach is to chill, right? Yeah. So you're standing up the whole time?
We're standing in the same like vicinity.
Right. Yeah.
It didn't make
just because you're breathing air up here doesn't mean that, you're breathing air a little bit lower, it's going to affect anything.
Yeah,
like
so
what's the purpose of that?
It was pretty whack, but
I wonder what the science behind that is, right? Like what's the...
I didn't get it. And so like the people were the lifeguards or whatever, they were just patrolling, and they would like with their quads, like if they saw someone sitting,
damn.
And even them, they were like, when they were telling us, they're like you could tell by the sound of their voice, like they're like, yo, this is
stupid. Yeah.
This is
so
ridiculous.
even they agreed, but they just got to enforce the rules.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But was there a lot of people?
Different.
Was there a lot of people there?
Yeah, yeah.
Where was it? What beach? Like, were you?
We went to La Jolla Beach, and then we were at our Airbnb was at Oceanside. Jenna really likes La Jolla Beach for some reason because you can see the seals and all that.
Yeah, you can see. Cool. They have like La Jolla has their pier, right? They have like a pier too, so you can walk the pier and look at things and.
Yeah, but I'm not. To be honest, I'm not really like an ocean person.
You're not a beach guy, dude. I love the beach.
Do you love the beach?
I love the beach.
Like, that's Jenna's like happy place.
Yeah.
But like if I'm gonna be at the beach, though, I'm gonna be at Rocky Point.
Oh yeah.
Exactly, dude. It depends on where you're at.
Like I'm not gonna be in the Pacific, bro. It's so cold.
Yeah, it is very cold there.
Yeah, like
it is even in the summer it's cold, dude. And in the water in Mexico it's nice and warm, dude.
We just us Mexicans don't care, dude.
It's true.
Let it rip. We pee in there.
Yeah, we do what we got to do in there.
Made it warm for eternities.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's true, dude. But I wonder how Rocky Point is right now. I wonder how Mexico is in general too, dude. Right, like what the differences are. We hear these stories.
They don't report anything. They're one of those. I was
that one fool I saw like a meme on Facebook. It was like it had something to do with like Mexicans like. We'll fight the coronavirus with Sprite.
Yeah, we'll fight the corona with Sprite and Vicks, dude. That's how we're doing it. I heard a crazy story. All right, I don't know if this is true. I don't know if I'm gonna call it out or not. But I heard recently that so this is a person in Mexico who is going through coronavirus, who has corona, who has COVID. So they're in Mexico, right, and they're struggling or whatever. And this is going to sound crazy, but this dude said that what helped him get through it and got him better was like medicine for lice. Medicine for lice. It wasn't a shampoo. I think he was just like taking pills or something like that. And he said that medicine for lice is what helped him get through his COVID and coronavirus. It's one of my cousins. So one of my cousins in Mexico. That's what he said.
Sent a picture that it said COVID positive, and he was struggling. I don't know.
But what made him be like, "Yo, I'm gonna take this"?
I have no idea. He's a nurse.
The whole family. Like my mom has a bunch of brothers and sisters. I think it's like 14 total, and all of them were just kind of chatting and. I don't know who came up with the idea, but someone heard that lice medicine.
Hey.
Who knows, right? Yeah.
And they brought it to him, and everything else was not showing him improvements. Like nothing else was making him get better. And that, I don't know, it's probably not true.
Yeah,
hey, it's cool to think that.
I know.
I want to say, dude, Pato had it. I want to say,
what?
No lie, dude.
You think so?
Yeah, we went to, the ER. We went to the ER at like 2 a.m.
Really?
One night, and it was like late January. I want to say
late January. Yeah, so that's like when everything started, right? Yeah, the early part, right?
The early part when it started popping off, but it's kind of crazy to think about though. Like, so my grandpa did pass away, and they labeled it as like
really
infection. Yeah, my grandpa passed away in January. Man,
I'm sorry to hear that. In January.
Thank you. He's the shout out. He's the OG of the Edmundo.
Yeah, Edmundo. So you're Edmundo the third, right? Edmundo the third.
Yeah.
Your pops is Edmundo the second.
Yeah.
And Edmundo the first unfortunately passed. And they labeled it as COVID or what?
No, they labeled it as a blood infection, and it was just a bizarre.
Very strange.
I was with him the whole time.
It happened out of nowhere or what? Like it was just like a random, just like happened.
It was like flu symptom. It was weird, dude.
Wow, dude.
Really weird. And it happened out of nowhere. And I was with him like those 3 days. And then like they labeled it, and I didn't think it was like infection. Like, come on, dog.
Yeah, like how can infection like do that, right?
Yeah, it was a lot of different stuff. And then like my whole family started getting sick.
Really? After that, the whole family, including Pato, you said?
Pato got sick. We took him to the ER. They actually decided to take a scan of his lungs. And they labeled it as like a virus. I forgot what virus it was called. It was some virus. It was an upper respiratory virus. and they labeled it as that. And basically, they just told us, they gave us some medicine and sent us home.
Okay.
But
And
it was late January.
yeah,
That's
when we were
definitely
in
way
the
before
ER.
everything popped out.
Well,
right?
kind of like, it probably was around, right? It was like maybe some little whispers about
Whispers.
it. Yeah,
in
but it wasn't.
whispers in. I heard whispers in December.
Really?
Yeah,
There was definitely on the news.
January.
Oh, because it was
Definitely being
19,
spoken
right?
about.
Because of the COVID-19,
and so, like,
right?
Yeah.
And so that's what it came back like. They did,
But it wasn't like,
a-
I'm sure the hospital at that time didn't have
exactly.
anything in place.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and
And that's what happens. Your lungs, like all the
Yeah,
tweets I've
and-
heard of people like have threads. It's every time it's like they can't breathe.
Pato had a nasty
complaining about.
cough, dude.
That's
nasty
crazy.
cough, couldn't breathe. And so I want to say it was like a Wednesday night. I remember, dude, because we were like, we have a video. I have like on my Snap story. We went to IHOP after, and just
After the hospital?
Pato looked like so bad,
Uh-huh.
but he's a tough baby.
Yeah, he's tough. He
still
toughed it out,
smiling,
dude.
laughing.
Yeah.
But it was that Wednesday, and I want to say Jena was still working, so she went to school Thursday, Friday, and that Thursday, Friday, like I was watching him, and he all we did was just sleep. That's all we did.
And I'm sure that
And
helped him out
the
too, right?
only-
Sleep it off.
And the
Yeah.
only way that dude would sleep was if his head was like right next to my
Oh, man. So you couldn't
so it
move.
was just Pato, hot breath
That's
in my
funny.
face. And like 3 days later, bro, I was sick.
Really? And
3
then
days
you got
later,
sick?
I was sick. I had a nasty cough. What was it? I went to work, and work actually sent me home.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
work
That's
sent me
scary, dude.
home.
It's scary.
They told me to self-quarantine for a week. So like Jena and Pato went to her parents. And
Really? So you were
Yeah.
just at home for a week all by yourself,
yeah,
dude? Just
It
quarantine?
was the coolest week ever.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna get in trouble for that one.
Yeah,
But
probably.
no. Yeah, I like self-quarantine for like a legit week, dude. I had a nasty cough, but
You didn't go like get it checked out or anything. You just you
Nah.
toughed it out. You just went through.
I didn't get tested.
Did your Mexican
I
remedies.
Put my Vicks, I got my Sprite,
Yeah,
bro.
there you
and I
go.
was like,
That's it.
Let's do it.
That's it. Got the Vicks, got the Sprite, man. I'm good to go. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it.
I was like, if Pato got this, I got this.
if he's good.
Yeah.
But that's
So
'cause
honestly, I don't know if we got it, but I think I got it.
yeah, because that was before people were
was.
kind of like looking into it or maybe like taking it more serious or as serious as they are right now,
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, dude, you don't really know, right? Like they obviously didn't do the COVID test on Pato, and you
yeah.
obviously didn't go either, so you didn't get anything done. So maybe you got the antibodies or the antibodies right now,
Yeah,
dude.
who
Maybe
knows?
You had all
dude.
the right symptoms, I guess. Like
Yeah.
if you
Did you have a
slow it
fever?
down.
Oh yeah.
fever too,
Yeah.
everything.
That's why I got sent home. Was because like my manager like felt me. He's like, dog.
He's like, dude, you gotta go home. You gotta go.
Because like I work in the freezer, you know.
You gotta go.
I'm burning up in the freezer.
Yeah, you sweating in the
Yeah.
freezer. But you're a firefighter too, right? So you're
No,
doing,
so I was at Oracle part time. So part time is like
Oracle,
Oracle Fire Department.
the
So out
like
in
this.
the city of
yeah,
Oracle,
okay, I got you.
I was part time.
Where is that? Is that north? Is that like towards like Mount Lemon up there, or is it
no.
like further past it?
It's the backside of Mount Lemon.
The backside of Mount Lemon?
Bennington Pass. That's where that fire, the Bighorn fire.
That's where it's
is right
at.
now.
Bighorn Fire,
That,
dude.
it's back there. So if you take like the road
Oracle, yeah, all the way down. Yeah,
all
it'll
the way
take you.
past like past Catalina, and then you're gonna pass what's that? Those OV like
What do you mean,
expensive houses,
like
What's
or
it
like
called?
Butch Ridge, like that area?
What
Catalina Foothills?
No, well, you pass
Sunrise, like La Paloma and things like that, or
Nah,
what?
that's the other way, bro.
I don't know, man. But yeah,
There's
you're
that
so you
big
go
old
past it
OV housing development. You pass that, and then like you
And-
stay on the highway,
and you
then
just
Oracle
take it
will
all
be
the
on
way
your right. But yeah, I was part time there. It was like 8 shifts per month, full time's 10.
8 shifts a
doing-
month.
Yeah,
But shifts are like a
I'm-
couple of days, right? Or how long is a shift?
it was a 2-4, so you did 48, and then you get 4 days off.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, now I decided to go into young Edmond. Oh, actually, my grandpa was.
Oh yeah, the meat. Yeah, you went into the family business. You're a butcher.
Yeah,
you
what's
went
sad
into,
is like
went into the family business, huh?
Yeah,
that's video.
And then, but I'm actually like in the. But I was just part time there, so I'm still trying to be a firefighter. Did wildland, all that. But
well, how wildland is the like where you're out like
wildland,
stopping like right? You're like in the wild, like stopping fires, stopping wildfires, and doing that sort of thing. Like I saw that movie. What was that movie? That firefighter movie where they're all those.
Only the Brave.
Only the Brave. Have you seen that one?
To the 19. That was yesterday.
Yeah,
Yarnell, right? That was like yesterday,
19,
right?
That happened yesterday. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't even know.
It's been like 7 years, right, or something like that, or probably more longer than that. Yeah, it's been longer than that.
Because I remember in elementary school hearing about it.
I think it was what was it? 2013, bro. 7 years.
7 years.
Right? Yeah.
So essentially, that's what you were doing, right? So that's the sort of work that you would do. You go on the.
So before Oracle, I was. Before Oracle, I was working for the Tucson Forestry. So, AZ Forestry. So I was working for State Forest, and basically it was a cool gig. Like
I'm sure it was fun. You're out in the field. You're doing things, and you kind of right. They tell you, it's like a term or like a cliche thing to say is not to fight fire with fire. But what you guys are doing, you guys are fighting fire with fire, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So you're burning fire before that fire gets to that spot. So it's like you can't. So the fire can't. Yeah. So the fire can't keep burning.
Burn off the fuel.
Yeah. I mean, and you think about it, it's like, dude, that makes good sense. Like whoever thought of that, it's like, yeah, dude, because you can't really tackle the fire on its own, right? You can't put out that huge fire. Yeah. You got to be smarter with it and be like, okay, well, we're gonna burn this land here before that big fire reaches this land, so it's got nothing left to burn, and then it's over.
Exactly.
And you just got to let it burn out, and it burns out, and that's it.
It's so fun. I love wildland. That's.
And I'm sure it's like brotherhood and like camaraderie. Like everybody's working together, right?
You're out there in the shits, man.
Yeah, dude. Everybody's working together. Everybody needs everybody, right?
Yeah. I was on a fire so you could go 14 days straight on a fire, and then they have to give you 2-day rest day period.
14 days straight. Just depending, obviously depending on the fire and everything, depending on how big it is.
And then you're doing like, you're doing like anywhere from like 12 to 18 hours per day. So we were averaging like 16 hours of work. Yeah.
Sheesh.
And I want to say lives. I was on that I was in a fire. It was called the Chimney Fire in California. I was working for the state. That was the longest fire I was on. I was on there 14 days. They wanted to extend us, but my engine boss was like, nah.
Yeah, because I'm sure it starts with the legal things, right? Like if I'm sure that 14 days is probably the law, right? Like it's probably so it's like
for AZ.
So for Arizona,
Cal's got some weird laws.
Really? Cali's different?
Cal is different.
Right?
Cal is different.
They're different. And you would think that they'd almost be like more lenient, but I guess not,
right?
Huh?
Yeah.
Because you'd think because they're more kind of like the liberal state, they're like kind of the free, like I'm going to do what I got to do, but apparently not the fires, right?
Cal, apparently not like that. No, I'm playing. They got a cool gig though, Cal Fire. Like what they do is they work the full 24 and then they hotel up.
So they work a full 24 hours?
They work a full 24 on the fire and they hotel up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to comment on that.
Hotel up.
They hotel up the next day and then they get that whole day off. And then they do, and they, just keeps going.
They just keep doing it, dude. So
how many days they do that?
How long has this bighorn fire been going on now? It's been like 3 weeks, right? Have you been keeping up with it? Like, have you looked into it?
Jena's dad was on it. He was in one of the divisions on the fire. Uh-huh. Basically, so you know how that first part, how it started off, it was like an air show, pretty much. You saw all those planes, like the
all right.
that shit.
It was off of the thunder. It was lightning, right?
Yeah,
so it was lightning.
It was lightning made. Started that one night where it was. I remember
that night too, dude.
Yeah,
I remember it was
I think I was at it was like me and George and Dom were at home players.
Really? Yeah. Kulian said that he was like out watching the lightning and everything.
And
too.
I was like hitting balls and seeing lightning strikes in the background. I was like, dang.
And then the next day it's like the fire comes. You hear about the fire that happened.
It's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
So apparently, like, so when I used to work for the state, we used to just like drive around the state of Arizona. I'm not joking. Like,
just like drive around like in like the rural areas, like where there's like no cities, no houses, like nothing like that.
So like I would work Monday through Friday, 10-hour days. Or Monday through Thursday, 10-hour days, and we would patrol. Like we'd go to Florence for the day, we'd go to Phoenix for the day, we'd go Flagstaff for the day.
Okay, yeah. So just
like,
go everywhere,
we'd
dude.
Go Wilcox, Douglas.
Yeah, hit up everywhere.
I'm not kidding you. We would try different. Like we'd get so bored, we'd try different restaurants. You know?
Really? Just see what's good over there.
But yeah, we were doing that for like 3 months, and then fire season started kicking in, and then we started popping fires and shit like that. But basically, we were just patrolling, looking for fires. And if we found a fire, we would roll up on it.
Kill it.
Kill it, whatever. But I was gonna say, like, say we did pop a fire, and it was on like a Friday, like my day off.
Okay.
I'd get called in, and like I'd be on a fire, and that'd be like overtime.
Okay.
And then we would get hazard pay, and that's like time and a half.
Ooh, like, that's good stuff.
It was crazy. It was nice.
Yeah, I bet.
Wildlands where the money's at. But
I bet. But it takes a lot of your days out. I mean, you're out there for days and for weeks, you know, just doing that sort of stuff.
Like one time I remember it was Thursday. I was like getting ready, 3-day weekend.
Yep.
And we popped a fire, and we were on that thing. We were like over in Ruby Road, like right before Nogales. We were over there for like 11 days, dude.
Damn.
I was like, not even ready.
Damn.
So, like,
on your 3-day weekend, you're out there doing fires for 11 days straight.
And then so you could like later, Jen.
Yeah, well.
Next thing you know, I say, "What's up, Jen?" And 14 days.
Yeah, 14 days later, it's like, well, shit.
That was crazy. And then, but when I was in Cali, I wanted to say, like, I didn't shower for 11 days. Dude.
Damn, just because you couldn't, or what? Or just because you're nasty?
Don't judge, dude. But like, you'd get back, and all you want to do is
just like pass out, right? Just sleep.
Get your 5-4 hours of sleep in, so you could be sane in the morning,
right?
And plus, like, it was a struggle, dude. Like, it's a big camp. You gotta go all the way to the showers, and the showers are like those mobile showers. Oh yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, they ain't clean. So
yeah, those
you ain't clean,
those
but they ain't
showers,
clean.
Yeah.
And then you gotta wear the flip flops, and so you don't get athlete's foot.
Yeah, you don't get the toe infections and stuff.
Yeah, but I finally did. Felt like a new man. But what happened was like I was like, dude, has it been 10 days? And I was like, I'm in double digits. I need to take a shower.
It's been 10
But like,
days.
granted, I do the little baby wipe down in my tent.
Yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah, so
it's not gonna do anything.
He's not doing anything though. I think though.
Yeah. In your head, you
I was
think,
like, damn, it's really double digits, and I was gonna do it that 10th day, but I guess like that 10th day, I was just like, crashed.
So you waited the next
but
day.
I did the next day. I remember 11. I was like,
but yeah, dude, I can't even imagine though. Like you're out there fighting fires all day long. You're just like,
dude, the hot shots
you're sweating everything.
The hot shots are worse, bro. They don't even wash their face. It's like a mark of
it's like
I'm a badass.
Yeah, I'm a badass.
Like, just like literally smoke.
All on their face.
All over their face. And
I mean, they're warriors too, dude. They're warriors, So what's the difference between a hot shot and what you were doing? Is there any difference?
So I was on an engine. I was on a Type 6 engine. There's different types, just different types of how many gallons you carry and what you could put out, basically.
Okay. Because Hot Shots was what?
Hot Shots
was that Yarnell that
yeah. Those guys were Hot Shots.
Right,
they started off as a crew.
Only the brave.
What's crazy is my engine boss. So that Hot Shot crew, they started off as a hand crew. So they were a Type 2 hand crew. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. But they were hand crew.
Kind of like lower level.
Basically,
or
hand crew is kind of the same stuff, but not really. Hot Shots, they burn.
Right. The Hot Shots are the big dogs, right? Yeah.
But hand crews, basically, they're making lines. They do they cut, they do all the hard stuff. But so they were a crew before that. So my engine boss he was on that crew.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was on that crew. And then like 2 years later, it happened, I want to say.
So he was on the crew and then he like retired. He left. He went to another crew.
Yeah, and then he got this engine boss job with the state. And that's
bigger money, promotion, everything. And and then 2 years later that goes down.
Yeah, and what's awesome about that part was that we had a fire in Idaho City. in Idaho.
Idaho City, Idaho.
It's called Idaho City. And
you went all the way to Idaho?
well, we tried, bro. We took a Type 3. It was like the States Type 3, bro. We never even
what's that Type 3?
It's just a bigger truck.
What does that mean? Does this the fire truck
Bigger
a Type
truck,
3?
yeah, bigger truck than our Type 6 that we were rolling around in all year round. And the Type 3 just kind of love.
Yeah.
And but we got ordered for the Type 3 and we took that. And long story short, we broke down in Utah.
What? So the nicer fire
nice
truck,
rocks,
yeah,
red rocks,
whatever you picture Utah as being is that thing or whatever that is, right?
We broke down in Utah, but anyways, on my way over, on our way to that fire, I got a book about the hot shots and I got a book about Smokejumpers.
Okay.
Smokejumpers were really interesting.
Yeah. So what, I just don't know. I don't know what Smokejumpers are.
Dude, they legit like jump into the fire.
They go in
like from the, like
what? So
hot shots are on the ground.
So they're like get dropped off from like airplanes or like helicopters or whatever.
Sometimes
they just
like
go straight into it.
And they like with their equipment and everything.
That's heavy, dude. Yeah. That is heavy.
And they make their own shoots.
Wow.
Dude. They got to have some experience.
Like, I'm
Montana,
sure.
I want to say like Montana, Washington, and like somewhere east is like the only places where you could go.
Really?
To train to be a hot shot.
To do that stuff?
Yeah, there's like 2 places in Montana.
Sheesh.
But that book was crazy.
So hot shots and what was it? Smokejumpers?
Smokejumpers. But anyways, I was reading that book about the Yarnell 19 and it was real cool because I would get to read about the guys and they would talk about each of them. And after every chapter, I'd be like, yo, so how was this guy?
Yeah,
and
right.
He would legit like tell me stories. He would tell me like
so you'd read about this person, then you'd ask your boss, and then he'd tell you how if he was like, because he knew him and things like that. Yeah. That's so sad,
He's
dude.
Like, I went to high school with his sister, like crazy.
That's so sad, dude. I'm sure that.
Like thinking back,
dude.
I was like just in awe. But Joe, shout out Joe, dude.
Shout out to Joe, engine boss.
Dirty Joe, bro. He's a good guy.
Yeah,
seems like it. With fire, dude. I had my full trust in that dude.
Oh, that's good, and that's the kind of boss that you want in those type of situations. You know, you want that kind of dude that's gonna lead you the right way, right? Yeah. He's gonna lead you.
He's different, you know.
Yeah.
You know when you feel a different guy.
Yeah.
He like BB King. You know who that is?
Yeah, the trumper. Yeah, was he a trumper or was he a guitarist?
He's like
I thought he was a trumpet guy.
Yeah. Jazz, like it's like jazz music.
Jazz music, yeah. BB King. Bro. He's a black guy, right? He's a black guy, right? Yeah, like back in the day, like in the Harlem days.
Like, hey, shout out. He was good on.
BB King.
Like Trump.
So it was just that different type of dude, that kind of like that dude that you've never really met before.
He's different.
But you had your full confidence in there.
Yeah, he's cool.
That's good, dude.
I like that guy. Yeah,
but I bet you he probably has some crazy stories, dude. I'm sure he's got some crazy ass stories.
Exactly.
Especially just about those.
On those fires on the way there.
Yeah, you guys were bumping BB King. That was the pregame, the pre-fire song.
Well, not for me. But yeah, that dude, good dude. But I was saying, what was I gonna say though? So basically, when I was on the state, so we like were taking care of like the state of Arizona for a minute, and then I saw that, and then we were able to go out of the state in California and stuff in like Idaho and get resource orders there when like the fire calmed down in Arizona.
So you'd go and help out or whatever the other states just to.
Yeah. So like basically when all the fire departments were going out early to California, we kind of stayed back and we were fighting fires
like before
here.
The fire season or whatever started.
Yeah, no, it was at the end of like, AZ's fire season. And so we would stay back in like Golder, Northwest. That's when they would go out to California because it's not as hot over here, but it's hot over there. They need help. But anyways, we would work a lot with like the hand crews. A bunch of our hand crews are prison inmates.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of people don't know that.
That's weird.
So like what I was getting to is
I had no idea.
So we got 2 prison hand crews from Tucson. We got 2 from
what does that mean? Like a hand crew? What is that? Like just like a
so like it's like a buggy and like a bus buggy.
Okay.
And they got like 15 each, like 30 guys.
So they're just like what? Just like
guys,
just in case, like you need something.
and if they got to cut a line, they got to get this fuel. Like say there's a bunch of fuel in this area, you got to chop it off. Like
so they're just like the help, dude, like the extra help or whatever.
The way they work though, it's just crazy. Like they
they're beasts or what?
They're beasts, dude.
Yeah,
they're beasts. And like so, the Tucson has two. What is that? The other prison over here. I'm drawing a blank.
The only one that I can think of is the one that's in Florence. Yeah, that's the
Not
only
a P,
one.
It's an F.
Yeah, the only one I can think of is the Florence one.
Florence had two, and then up north. I
don't know.
I don't know what they're called, but they're in whatever. Prairieville. There you go.
Prairieville. There's their P right there, huh?
Yeah, they had two. So what happened was when Bighorn popped off, bro, they usually would be like, yo, get the prison crews up there, get their asses up that mountain. Let's get that. Let's tie it off.
Let's just go, yeah.
Let's tie it off. But because of COVID, dude, none of them can come out.
Really?
So we only got like 3 hand crews.
So maybe that's why it hasn't been stopped yet, right?
That's why we didn't tie it off early, and because I want to say some dummies were like flying their drones around and stuff, so we weren't able to get our like air show going early.
Really?
Yeah.
So people were like by.
Yeah.
Like the drones are just like the videos, like the video guys, like the people just with like normal drones you can buy at the Walmart.
Flying off bucket drops with drones. Like,
yeah, you can't do that.
Another fire.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's very true, huh?
So one little thing goes wrong.
Yeah.
If your plane or a helicopter hits one of those things.
It hits that plane in like a propeller, and then that's another fire.
That's it, dude, man.
And then it gets even worse. So it's like it sucks, but that's the thing that you have to do. Like you have to like not go out there and do that sort of thing. If people are flying their drones, it's like you have no other choice but to not do anything and just let the fire just roll.
We didn't have hand crew. We didn't have a hand crew get out there. Like Golder doesn't have a hand crew. You know, they got guys, but like.
Yeah, it's not a legit like team.
Yeah,
right?
like and so it was just like hard for them to get up there.
That's crazy because we're just looking at it from the outside and we're like, man, you know, what's going on over there? What's happening? And then you're telling us like it's because of COVID and, you know, kind of with the prison inmates that they can't.
That went into that fire that people don't know about. And then I want to say those crucial first 5 days, like where we could have tied it up.
Yeah, gotten
then
it done.
The wind started kicking in.
Exactly, dude.
And then it got windy, guys.
It got very windy.
That's when
it spread.
It almost got was it Summer Haven?
Yeah, I think it's over there right now.
It's on the backside of Renton.
Yeah, I think it's getting there, dude. It's moving. It's definitely moving. But I remember being out in the pool one day.
Which is crazy.
And I remember being out in the pool one day and I was just like, dude, it's so windy. And I thought about it. I'm like, this is not good for the fire. Like the fire is, because the fire and wind go together, bro. They're homies, dude. Fire and wind.
Dude, it travels. Like Amber's travel, bro.
Yeah, dude. Dude. You get a little bit of ash here and then just it just blows up and just keeps going, dude. Man, I mean, I can't imagine being there and like seeing everything go down, because I remember watching like a time lapse.
Time lapse?
Yeah, that time lapse was crazy, dude. It started off just like a little smoke.
That, to be honest.
Yeah.
Shout out to them, dude.
I know.
They got like 1,100 firefighters up there.
Yeah, dude.
They had 900 and then 1,100.
Because in that time lapse, you see the firefighters. They're like they're like, I don't know what they're doing. They're just like grouped up, like right next to it. Yeah,
they're like stationed up over there.
Yeah,
exactly. And then like the time lapse goes and the fire picks up, and then the fire is literally goes right where they were at, and it's like
they get out of there quick.
Yeah, they're all out.
Like there's been some O'Shea moments, but
yeah, I'm sure, dude. Because like, they've evacuated everything. Like everybody that's over there, they gotta leave, right? Mm-hmm. Everyone like I wonder where they go. Like, do they give them like anywhere, or do they just gotta pick up a hotel or get an Airbnb and just go?
Yeah,
I mean that's tough.
That is, yeah. They probably are just kind of thrown to the curb a little bit just to make your own decisions. And
yeah, because they're not going to give you like a house or like a place to stay.
Like we're focused on saving your house and stuff. Like we can't focus on saving you too.
Yeah, we can't focus on figuring out your logistics.
Like, we prep, like we put sprinkler systems all over the houses, all that. Like I've done that before.
Really? Just to make sure.
So I bet they had that.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure. So it's like things that we don't even think of, and then you guys are out here saving lives. Like firefighters do. Firefighters do a lot, dude. They do a lot for everybody, and they have, I mean, they're just going in straight fire, and it's like it looks like it's just like their clothes, but whatever clothes that you guys wear, dude, it's like that's
those,
tough, dude.
Green and yellows.
Yeah.
Green and yellows,
how much does that weigh? Is that like
it doesn't weigh a lot.
not
It's
as much
just
as you
thick.
think?
It's just thick. It kind of sucks to have it, in the sun.
Is it
being
like
down on you
kind of
and
like in the
stuff.
movies where like they make you like dress as fast as you can? Is that true?
No, well, that's bunker gear. That's
Okay, so it's a
That's
different
like the
different side.
shelter gear that you're wearing like for like a house fire.
Yeah, house fire. So you got to
Yeah.
get up and go quick and put your clothes on as fast as you can. And
Yeah, greens and yellows are more like like hiking pants.
Mm-hmm.
They're not as they're thick, because like if you like rub a cactus, you won't get messed up.
I mean, I don't know. I think I've probably worn those things like one time. I think maybe you stopped by one time. Might have been you or somebody else. I can't remember. But you like wanted me to put it on, so I went through and I put it on. I was like, dude, this shit is heavy.
Oh, the bunker gear though?
Yeah, like just
Probably.
the gear. Yeah,
It's like,
I was like, this is heavy, bro.
I don't know how much it weighs, but like your pack for wildland, you have to wear a pack and all that, and then you have that shelter on the bottom that you have to have, where like you get in like a burrito, basically.
Yeah.
Like last resort.
That's what the Yarnell, right? In that movie, at least, in the Only the Brave, where it's like they're just like baked potatoes, dude.
So you
they
carry
throw on
that.
it's like a tinfoil looking
Like a
thing.
burrito,
Yeah. So you're just like,
we practiced that.
you
Like,
throw that in.
we
That's like the last
practiced
resort,
that.
right? That's like the.
Yeah.
You think it helps, or do you think it's just
Bro,
like
I don't know.
It's just like for a mental thing. It's just like a
honestly,
mental
I
thing to give you hope, I guess.
I would have to know what kind of situation it is in, but for me, I would never want to be in that situation.
In that situation, yeah. When you
I would much rather just like
book it and see if you'll make it.
take my
See,
chances on my endurance and
Yeah,
just get
see
the
if
hell
you can
out
just
of there.
see if you can outrun the fire, because dude, once you
'Cause
go into
honestly,
that, dude, because
yeah.
I mean, in that movie, Only the Brave, like you just see them
Dude,
all
it's-
put up their thing and
it's
they're just all
roaring,
cooked
dude.
like baked potatoes, dude. And then it's like,
Shit's sad, bro.
so like David said, it's like, man, yeah, I don't know if it really helps, dude. Like, just take your chances, I guess, right?
I don't know. My mindset, like, it has.
I would think that. I think
know,
it's just like for
man.
hope. It's just like a thing where it's just like, all right, we're
like,
gonna be good. This is
there's
just like
been
we're just hoping.
survivors and
Really?
stuff. Yeah, there's survivors and stuff, but it's.
Yeah,
I don't know if that'd be me. Like, I wouldn't want to be.
you wouldn't take that. You're like, I'll take my own chances.
But unless, like, it's got to be the situation. Like, if if like I was talking about Joe,
If
like,
he was like,
"Yo, dog, get in the burrito," like I'd been like, "All right,
all right, you trust
All right,
him.
Joe.
I trust you. I trust you, Joe. I got to
dig a
do
little
this.
hole so you could breathe."
Yeah,
Gotta dig
dude.
a little-
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
sure. I'm sure because I do remember seeing that movie, dude. That movie was sad, bro.
imagine the last moments of like
Oh, bro, like not the unknown, but like you're literally hearing, like I've like for the training, like I've heard like the radio go, and dude, it's like a roar, like.
Of the fire.
The wind.
Yeah.
It sounds brutal.
Yeah.
I don't,
Because fire is crazy, bro.
Fire's different.
Fire's alive, dude. I mean, it's alive. It's living,
There's a lot
dude.
of
It's
science that
going
goes
through.
in the fire, dude.
Oh, I'm sure there's a
No-
lot of
no
science.
cap.
Yeah, I'm
there's
sure.
a lot of science. Like I guess when you were saying like fighting fire, just in general, in school one time, one of my professors said, I think he wasn't arguing or anything. He was just saying that humans made a mistake when they began fighting fires because back then a fire starts and you just let it burn out.
Yeah.
It gets whatever it needs to burn, like the dry stuff, and then it'll burn out on its own.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what causes it, but something when like, I don't know, people began fighting the fires, it just something, I'm not sure what it is, but it made the fires become worse.
Yeah. There's it's called the Big Burn. It's like America's biggest
Big
wild-
Burn?
I think I've heard about it. Like
yeah,
it stretched
it's,
states, right? It was
What? It
I'm
went
not-
to different
Dude,
states.
it's like I want to say like it was like from Montana to like
And Montana's a big state, dude.
Idaho-ish,
Man.
like touching. Like,
Man.
dude, it's called the Big Burn. Like all of Oregon was.
That's crazy,
Yeah,
dude.
the Big Burn and what's it called?
How long ago was it, do you know?
Oh, it was a while
Like
ago. Yeah, it was like
1918s. I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember like my engine boss made me watch the documentary.
I don't remember much of it.
But what's it called?
1910, dude.
1910. Over 100 years ago, and it crossed multiple states and things like that, dude. So it was just a huge fire, just messing up states.
Dude, it's. Like
was it
America's
just because it was
biggest
big,
burn.
or did they make mistakes? Do you know? Like, was there any
They just
mistakes
didn't
made,
know how to fight it, dude?
or both?
It was
Yeah, I
like-
guess so, right? Yeah, over 100 years ago, like you don't really know what to do at that, or not that they didn't know what to do, but they're just not as smart about it as we are now, right? So it's like, they're doing the best that they can, but they don't have the knowledge. They don't have the knowledge that we do now. Yeah, the Great Fire of 1910.
It said it even went into like Canada too, dude.
I think you're right.
Idaho. It's just a quick Google, like Idaho,
the Pulaski,
Montana, Washington.
Edward Pulaski, you know. So the Pulaski, it's like it's an axe, and it has a straight head axe, and then has that pick back. Here.
Okay. Yeah,
you know
yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
His name was Edward Pulaski, by the way. Anyways.
So like the guy Edward Pulaski, that axe is named after him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to say he made it. I think he made it.
Okay.
But I guess during the big burn, like he saved like a grip of people.
Really?
Yeah.
So he was just a hero. He was just a G.
Like he saw it coming. They're like, nah, it ain't coming. It's like in this, documentary I was watching. Nah, it ain't coming.
They're like not believing him.
Like he went searching for like a tunnel, and he found like a cave or whatever, and had water in it. And when it hit the fan, like he started saving all these people, and they're like, "Oh, it is coming."
Oh man, you were right.
Damn, you were right.
So he's like Chicken Little,
and so like they all went in there, and he saved like a group of people, and like that's how like the
Pulaski legend.
Yeah, dude, Edward Pulaski is a legend.
Okay, dude, shout out to Edward. I mean, he's probably
history for y'all.
He's like, so he was like Chicken Little, right? He said that it's coming, and then nobody believed him, and then comes out
Big
that
burn.
it is coming, sky's falling, and so then he goes and saves everybody, and then they're still to this day, dude. Still to this day, this guy's name's a liar. His name's still going around, right? It's still being talked about.
It's like one of it's
like basic firefighter,
wildland.
basic firefighter knowledge there, dude.
You got a Pulaski, all right. Respect.
You got a Pulaski, the axe. Yeah, let's get another moon juice going. This is good. I like this. Get ready for that beer at the end, though. The juice, bro. The peanut butter stout at the end. Cool, man. Thank you. Thanks for bringing these two, by the way, dude. I like the bot. I like that. I know that's 7.3.
I didn't even know that's 7%.
I like the astronaut and stuff. It looks cool. It's a cool looking bottle, dude. It's nice. It does. It definitely does. You feel like Buzz Lightyear or something, right?
Moon Man, I see you. Better. Shout out Cuddy.
I know. Shout out Cuddy, dude. I heard Kid Cudi was making. He's gonna try to make a podcast too.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
He was talking about that sort of stuff.
Y'all.
I know, right? I know, dude. But we were talking earlier too about
I did listen.
Sticking kind of on the Kid Cudi, like kind of the music thing. Like we were talking about Mac Miller earlier. We talk about Mac Miller to Deontay a little bit too, dude. But
R.I.P. Mac.
I know, dude. Rest in peace, Mac, dude. He's still coming out with new songs, dude. It's still like there's some new songs that are coming out.
I heard that you got a little fair shot. I don't got.
Yeah, dude. And
what's it called?
Yeah, YouTube comes out.
I just got Apple.
Yeah, dude. It comes out and YouTube's got they got new stuff. And
what was that one? The dog. What's it called?
Benji the Dog.
Yeah,
that one's good, dude.
That one's a song that came out. I can't remember
cool
what
beat.
it was.
Benji the Dog.
Yeah, that was something that was released, but then they turned it into like that official song.
Yeah,
but yeah, even that gets taken off.
Well, just like new music new music gets taken off. Because, dude, I like, I wonder how people are able to get that sort of thing. Like they're able to leak like new songs.
Yeah, like
and, like,
Drake gets leaked all the time.
How does that happen? Like, is it somebody in the group that releases it or that has access to it, and then they just like leak it out to the public,
like
or
hackers?
Yeah. Did you see the Anonymous stuff too, dude? So Anonymous is like a group of hackers, right? Yeah. They came out. I heard that they're under fire though. They did something bad.
I don't believe. I don't.
I don't think
it's an anonymous group that anybody could join, bro.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's nothing.
So like that whole Donald Trump thing, like anybody could have
done that, right? Because it's anonymous. It's like nobody,
it's like fake news.
Anybody can be anonymous, right? Yeah, anybody can be anonymous.
It's like they might have been legit back in the day, but
yeah, nowadays it's like people are trying to like fakers.
Like that. Yeah. It might be all.
Yeah, and it could be, dude. It could be, dude. But that
2020 is crazy.
But people, I mean, there's definitely hackers out there that have the power that can hack.
But I don't think it's people hacking to get leaks and stuff. That's definitely someone on the inside leaking that too.
You think so? So actual hackers are more into like government secrets and conspiracies, or what?
What was Julian talking about? He was saying like North Korea hacked into Sony because they felt disrespected. And I don't know, like why would
a hacker be going for
Yeah,
some,
right.
some fire music?
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause he wants to be the one with the aux cord.
Nah, dude, it's true. Yeah, dude.
it's
No
probably
other
just
reason.
someone who's like just being like a fly on the wall, just someone who has a phone real quick in their
Yeah,
pocket.
it could be that. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's a
I
good
don't know.
question.
I
That
don't
is a
know.
good
Someone who's
question.
just hanging around
'Cause Drake
people who
gets-
hang around Drake. Like,
Yeah, Drake, check out your homies.
I know,
Whoever.
dude. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
always getting leaked.
He is, dude, and maybe
like,
he's
he
doing it
don't even-
himself.
I don't even know.
Maybe
like,
he's doing it
but-
himself.
that's a good point.
he
I
gets
wouldn't
leaked,
doubt it, to be
But
honest.
then I never hear it and stuff.
Yeah, and then it
But
gets leaked, and then
it
he
sounds
he
so
never puts
great,
it out.
And then he comes out with something else.
Yeah, yeah,
With
exactly.
his like Canada accent
Mm-hmm.
rapping. And I'm like, nah, dog.
Yeah, yeah,
it.
yeah. I mean, Drake's a man though. Drake, I think he has the juice right now. I think Drake is number
Dude, I
one.
think
He's at the top of
Tekashi
it.
got the juice
Ooh,
right now.
Tekashi might have. He does, dude.
What
This
is
guy.
Drake, who dropped? Like, no one's. Kanye dropped
Dude,
a song the
no
other
one's-
day.
Well, yeah, Kanye did. Yeah.
Did you listen to it?
I did like it.
You
was
listened to
pretty
it?
good,
The
yeah,
Travis Scott, right? What's it called?
I listened to it like 2 times, but I don't know. I really liked the verse.
The
in
beat,
beginning.
yeah, the
Sounded
verse.
mean. Like, Kanye sounded straight up.
Yeah.
Like,
It was kind of like Yeezus. Like he kind of was
little
like on
bit.
that Yeezus
Little bit.
vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
Travis,
really
I mean,
liked it.
Travis went in too. Travis Scott went on that, but
but
like,
who's releasing Heat? Like, Drake,
Nobody.
I haven't heard anything
Nobody's
besides
releasing Heat 'cause of
6ix9ine,
coronavirus.
bro.
yeah, dude, 6ix9ine is dude. He's dropping songs and he's getting like, so
I really liked 6ix9ine.
me either. But so this guy, because he
Yells
was
too
complaining
much.
about Billboard, right? He was complaining about Billboard at Ariana Grande, and we looked on YouTube and we saw the numbers. So like Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber's song was called "Stuck with You," and that song
Never heard
on
it.
YouTube had like 50 million plays. So it had like 50 million views on YouTube. And Tekashi was saying that his song has more like streams, so his song should be number one. And you look at Tekashi's like his numbers, and they were like at 200 million, while these Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande are like 50 million. So
Now
it's
the
like,
song's at like 400
yeah,
something.
it's ridiculous the amount of like attention that this dude is able to bring to himself.
But
And
Didn't there come out like something like a week ago? I want to say I saw that he got accused for like buying his views.
yeah, I saw that too.
Spotify
I saw
or YouTube.
So I saw that was he was
How do you even buy viewers, bro?
I have no idea, dude.
Why wouldn't you though? You know, like, I don't know, if you're someone who has the money and is capable of buying streams, like, why the hell wouldn't you though?
I guess
I
for
remember
more
me-
money.
we-
I
For
guess.
more money, yeah. It's like an investment, right? You put some money in the beginning, and then like towards the
you're
end,
right, yeah.
towards the end, you're gonna get more. But I wonder how that works, because you would think that's kind of cheating, right? Like that's kind of like that's.
Yeah,
But you know, if you're
definitely.
able to do it and it's allowed, I guess do it, right? But it is kind of like
I don't see why
honestly
though.
don't
Are you
even-
taking away from other people? Like,
Yeah.
are
just boosting your numbers. You're just like enhancing your numbers
boosting
and
your numbers.
Yeah.
you're, so what? So, but are they actually plays? Like, are they actually people playing because they pay, or whoever, like somehow
Yeah,
they
how
pay to
is-
get Spotify to promote it more?
You're right.
Or, and are they actually plays?
How is that a point? Like,
yeah. I have no idea,
counts as
dude.
one view or whatever.
I am not
It has
sure.
to be. It's
the-
probably people, right? You don't want to think it's like bots
bot, yeah.
or anything like that.
Hopefully.
It's probably people, and they're just promoting it like crazy. But why wouldn't you? Like, that doesn't seem to be something that's illegal or
I don't
out of
know.
line.
It just, I mean, I get it on, I don't
It's
know.
like
I get what you're saying, but it's boosting numbers. Like it's like almost voting for yourself, you know, like let's say they tell you never vote for yourself. And it's almost like that's what you're doing. You're kind of like, you're voting for yourself, you know, you're enhancing your numbers. You're kind of like,
Well, it's almost like you just want to see what you are capable.
right. Exactly. Like, yeah, that's a very good point too. It's like
If I break numbers and I know I didn't buy anything.
yeah, then I'm
legit.
doing big. Yeah, exactly.
But like, remember we were talking about it one time, and I compared it to Russell Westbrook, right? Like, he's averaging a triple-double, but people complain that he's padding stats. But who else is averaging it? Like, you know, if
You can't pad stats in there.
if it's
Yeah.
that easy, right? But that's what people say, right? I don't know if that's
Yeah, people do say that. People do say that Russell Westbrook does pat stat. He gets rebounds that he shouldn't have got,
But
or
if you could, I mean,
he does
why
these
wouldn't you average a
assists.
triple double? Why doesn't
Yeah,
everybody
it's
average a
true.
triple double if it's that
Exactly.
easy to pad stats?
If it.
Yeah, it's true. Sports though, dude. Sports is weird. Like it's July now, right? So it's July, and sports are supposed to be around the corner, right? With the NFL, with the NBA in
What-
Orlando.
What would it be like? The finals would be already over.
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I think the draft, by June it's
Yeah,
over.
'cause-
I
Yeah.
think the draft.
And the draft got set back.
it did. Yeah, it
Who's
did.
gonna- hey, who the lottery hasn't even happened, has it?
No, I don't
Nope.
think nothing
Okay.
has happened at all because the season isn't over yet,
Yep.
right? So hopefully they're able to get the season
I
over
saw
with.
something like if it continues to spike, like Adam Silver is like thinking about just
Canceling it all.
that would be crazy.
That would
why
be.
not? Like March,
You know-
or March Madness got canceled. The Masters got
Dude,
canceled.
March Madness
I
got
know.
dude. That's like one of my favorite.
It is
times.
my
That and
favorite,
Thanksgiving.
dude. Yeah. March Madness and Thanksgiving is what we look forward
I
to
look
all
forward
year.
to that
Yeah,
shit,
and look
yeah.
forward to it. It's true, dude, and it's $1 billion thing. Like that tournament, that March Madness is $1 billion, dude, and they just
Billions.
lost it.
But like,
Just
it's like
lost it.
also like the way I see it is like this is LeBron's year. If
It
LeBron
is, dude.
doesn't,
Yeah,
Like, dude, they're gonna hold that.
yeah, because
That's what makes me mad.
Yeah, because they're gonna use that.
LeBron fans be like, yo,
Yeah. Well, you
but
should
what
have got
about that
this.
2020?
Yeah, you
We
should have
would've
got
won
this
that. Anthony
2020
Davis, blah,
championship.
blah, blah.
Yeah.
But what
It's
if he
true.
does win it? Let's say they do continue and
Then
he wins
no,
it.
there's like
Is
it's
there
like
no
he has
asterisk?
to.
Yeah.
like
There's no-
like the only way that the world is gonna be okay is if LeBron wins.
If LeBron gets his championship,
like
dude.
say Giannis wins, that dude, everybody's gonna go crazy. It's like
Nah, it's gonna be
coronavirus
either
messed this whole
Kawhi.
thing up.
Thanks a lot.
Like LeBron has to win this year
Just to calm
if they do
everything
play,
down.
just to make the world.
Yeah.
Obviously the Lakers because Kobe died and it seems
R.I.P. Mamba, bro.
I
Let's
know,
be
dude.
sad,
perfect, but
bro.
dude, it'd have to be Kawhi or LeBron. No way Giannis. will
I don't know,
steal
dude.
that
The
shit.
Bucks are
It'd
still
have
the
to be
Bucks
the
are
West.
good, dude.
Dude, Kawhi is just
Kawhi is a beast, dude.
Fucking-
Kawhi's that
fundamentally
Steeler,
sound,
bro.
sir.
He's walking like,
who?
Kawhi. What do you mean?
What'd you say?
Kawhi's like that dude that just rolls in, dude. No one expects him.
No, dude, silent.
Yeah,
Silent
dude.
sniper, bro.
No
And
one
he
expects
gets
him to
it.
show
I
up to
love
the
KD's
party.
name.
Yeah.
It's definitely this year before it all started. Like the Warriors got dismantled. There wasn't really any super team. I'm sure the Lakers had AD and LeBron, but it didn't really seem like there was a definitive like championship favorite.
You don't think so?
But
I
the
think-
You think the
Lakers,
Lakers were far and
but-
above everybody?
Dude,
I think for sure the Bucks,
Anthony
the
Davis
Clippers,
is a cheat code, let
Yeah,
alone
dude.
LeBron. All right,
Kawhi.
LeBron is a cheat code, but
No, Anthony Davis is,
bro.
dude. He is. I mean,
That's
he's
all LeBron,
he's
like-
over 7 feet. He could shoot threes. He could dribble just fine, dude.
LeBron ain't dumb.
he's a
Like,
beast.
all right, if I'm gonna get a superstar, I'm
Yeah.
gonna get a.
I'm gonna get
Good superstar.
Anthony Davis, bro, and I think he's top
He also
5
tried
too,
to get
dude.
Kawhi, bro.
I know. And Kawhi went to the Clippers instead. We actually went to a Suns game, and it was against the Clippers.
and he was wet, bro. He
Yeah,
was
I think
money the
Kawhi-
whole game.
I think
Oh,
Kawhi
his
had
form
the.
is just
I think he finished like, dude. He's just so
phenomenal.
fundamentally like sound, dude.
Shout
He,
out Spurs.
yeah, dude. He is just
Shout out Tim
fundamentally
Because
like.
he would have gotten LeBron, bro. Like the Spurs in the finals. He was young back then, and he still locked down LeBron.
Dude. Oh, but he was a killer in San Diego State. No
San
lie.
Diego State, yeah. I think he was a top.
But
I think he was a
hey,
lottery
shout
pick,
out
right?
Popovich. Popovich did work on it.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Dude, he locked down Braun.
Yeah, dude.
His defense is great.
Yeah,
His
Kawhi
fingers
is
are-
Kawhi is just a really offensive. They compare him to Michael Jordan. They say that like out of everybody in the league, like Kawhi is most similar to Michael Jordan because of his offensive
defensively.
and his defense.
not.
I mean,
off with the
I mean, okay,
mid-range,
so-
but that fool MJ was floating.
yeah,
bro.
dude, he was.
He
bro.
was
You watch
floating.
his highlights; it is ridiculous. He's
Have
got
you watched The
ridiculous
Last
Somewhere
highlights.
where his verse
Yeah.
is the best ever. Like his,
Bro.
His hands were like 7'5" hands. Like his
Dude.
hands were like an average hand for a
Oh,
7'5"
when-
like player. It's like, dude, he's
That's why he could palm that shit in
Floating.
his face.
yeah, he'd be in the air, dude.
forever, dude, levitating.
Yeah.
But when they showed him, I never knew. Like, well, obviously, because I was born in 1995.
Yeah.
Like, I never saw MJ play real.
Yeah, like
Just
actual
wizard
live.
ball.
Yeah. We
Wizard
saw
ball.
him on the Wizards. We got that wizard action.
But like, dude, when he went against that Boston Celtics team,
When he was young? When he was like a rookie? Yeah, when he was like
and
a-
he put up those numbers.
Yeah, I think he was
with
like
no
60
3-point
points.
line.
Yeah.
Like those 3 games,
Dude,
like, bro,
yeah. And I think
he
that was
did
his like
work.
first or second year in
Second,
the league.
I wanna
Yeah,
say
second. Yeah,
second.
dude.
He
He put
did
up like
work.
60 points on Larry Bird.
And if you look at that team, dude, look at that
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
That team is stacked. You got Bird.
Kevin McHale.
Hey, they are old. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
But dude, they are still like
Danny
one
Ainge.
of the
Yeah.
Danny Ainge.
Kevin McHale, who else they got? They got the
I'm pretty sure they
Sam
had-
Parrish. Is it
Yeah,
Parrish?
Parrish.
Or Robert Parrish, I think his name.
Robert
Yeah,
Parrish.
yeah.
But, and then they had another sniper, like shooting guard. I
Yeah,
would say.
mhm.
But that team was great.
Yeah.
MJ floated. Dude.
He was, dude, and you watch his highlights, and it's like this guy is just He's ridiculous. I think Larry Bird said it. Larry Bird was like, that wasn't Michael Jordan. That was God disguised as Michael Jordan playing in the game.
But let's talk about Larry Bird though. Like what?
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird like does not look athletic
At all.
and he doesn't
not even a
move
little bit.
athletic.
Shot,
but
dude. It's just like
he was just like
his shot.
fakes,
Yeah, dude. His shot was
fakes.
weird. His ball.
His
fakes,
shots
yeah.
though, but
Clutch, dude.
Very
Just-
clutch.
just automatic.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he had one of the wettest shots.
What?
He just knew
was a
what
killer,
to do.
too,
Yeah,
no
he just
lie.
knew what to do. He could
He
dribble.
didn't have the killer face, but
Yeah, dude. He looked almost like a rapist or like a
that stash.
yeah, with the stash and the long like Beatles hair and stuff, dude. It's like, man, this guy does not look like he can play
Yeah.
basketball.
Exactly.
But he is. I mean, Larry Legend. That's what he's called, right?
like that would have been cool to like witness
that
like,
sort of
live,
era of
like
basketball.
that whole
Yeah, like the '80s
Indiana
Magic Johnson,
versus Magic with the
Yeah.
Michigan State, like
Reggie the Indiana State and the Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Indiana State, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson, Michigan State championship because they played in the championship in college.
Yeah.
and then they played in the championship in the
it just
NBA.
kept going.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
that's what I'm saying. Like it would have been cool to watch that era. You said Reggie Miller. Dude, shout out to Reggie
Miller, yeah,
he
dude.
is like one of the guys that I look after. Like when I played, like give it. I don't got a 3-point shot like Reggie, but I did take like his trash talk game.
Yeah. I remember
love
you,
that.
dude. I remember. We
Getting in
played
fights,
we
dude.
played
Oh,
varsity
yeah.
basketball, and this guy he'd be the fighter. He'd be this
would.
guy Miko would be the scrapper. He'd
was
be the
mean.
one. Yeah, I think at the end of the year you got some sort of award, and I think it was like the hustle award or something. But I was
Mr.
like,
Hustle.
dude,
Shout out.
it's a scrapper, bro.
Shout out.
This dude. I remember you getting in fights. I mean, you would guard people that are a foot taller than you and
Like,
lock them down, dude.
More, bro.
Yeah, lock them down.
Lock them down for sure. Yeah, a little bit about like that Reggie Miller. It's like a 30 for 30 Reggie Miller. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend.
30 for 30 Reggie Miller. I think I might have. I'm
but,
not sure.
Yeah,
Really, it's like Miller time or what's
Yeah.
it called, dude?
It's a 30 for 30.
Yeah,
It's great. It is a great film. And
Miller
but basically he grew up and his sister was a beast.
His sister was
sister
really
was a
good, right? Is his
baller.
sister older? I think his sister's older,
He's
right?
one of the
Older.
best women's players.
Yeah.
Of all
I think her
time,
name
if
is
not
Cheryl.
the best.
Cheryl Miller.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. She dropped like 100
Cheryl.
points in
He
high
was like,
school one time.
Cheryl.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
She dropped like 100
he had
points in
like
high school.
His highest point, like 40 some.
Mm-hmm.
And then she came home and she dropped like double his.
Yeah. I remember he was like, oh yeah, I got 40, 50 points today.
How much you get, Cheryl?
Oh, I got 100.
Yeah.
Like, what?
She was a cheat code.
Yeah,
She was a
and they
walking
both
cheat
went to
code.
UCLA, I think too. I think she went to UCLA. I think he went to UCLA. And then I don't know. She probably played in the WNBA like towards
Probably.
the end because I don't know if they had the WNBA like maybe in
probably
the
wasn't
beginning.
that like it's like hyped as it is
Yeah,
now.
Yeah, for sure.
Girls basketball is pretty big. It's growing now. Shout
Yeah,
out to
it is.
Mamacita, dude.
Yeah,
RIP.
Mamacita, dude, R.I.P., dude. That's so sad. That whole Kobe thing is just. I mean, I think Kobe. I'm like looking at it like. Kobe's probably my favorite player of all time, just because I was able to see him and I was able to watch him. It's like I like LeBron, dude. I like all these players, but I feel like Kobe was just
growing
like,
up, it was definitely Kobe.
yeah, because I've had
Winning
that poster.
championships.
I've had that poster for like 15 years, dude. I've had that thing for like 15 years, bro.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
a go post.
Yeah, dude, for like
But so for me, I
hated him.
Kobe.
You hated Kobe
I hated Kobe.
because you're the Suns.
I was a Suns
Yeah, me
fan,
too.
and
I'm a
I
Suns guy, too. I love the Suns, dude.
Yeah,
Nash.
but we were,
I love Rajah Bell.
Yeah.
Boris
Amari
Diaw,
Stoudemire.
Amari.
Yeah.
Barbosa. That
Leonardo
was a squad,
Barbosa.
dude.
Yeah.
That was a
Sean
squad.
Marion.
And I love watching them play. But
It was either
Kobe was a killer and he
Yeah.
did his thing. And dude, what was it? I'm pretty sure they were. LA was up like 2-1 and Phoenix had that game and Kobe, it was like to inbound the ball. All they had to do was inbound it to Nash. And some dude, I think it was like Shannon Brown, got the steal from Nash. Kobe hit the game winner and they won it and they went up 3-1.
Oh,
like
my
it would have
God.
been 3.
Yeah, it would have been 2-2.
It would have been
from
going back
2-2 to
Phoenix.
3-1.
They went up 3-1.
Dude,
I remember
shit.
that. That was like a heartbreaker.
Shit.
Like, cause
Shit.
like
Shit.
Nash, I trust. Like,
Yeah, dude, I
love
know,
that
right?
team.
It's true.
What were we talking before that? I wanted to say,
About Reggie Miller and Cheryl Miller?
oh, yeah. But about that documentary. So what I really loved about that documentary was that dude loved to get in
people's heads. Yeah, dude.
And like
trash talking is an art, dude. It's an art.
And if you think like it's a lot of mental.
Oh yeah,
game.
dude. Basketball is a big mental game. I mean, that's why you see people miss free throws because it's all in their head. Like they know the form, they know what they have to do, and then you just go up there and it's the pressure, and you just miss your free throws. Yeah, it is true. It is very true. Fatigue definitely plays a part of it.
I definitely was like, yo.
Yeah, because he would study them, right? He'd go and like look into their family history and and look at things and try to study the person.
I was a savage like that as well. So like Jena, I was dating Jena at the time, and Coach P,
Coach Perillo,
behind Jena. I'm not even joking. Like,
wait, what?
Yeah, Coach P was right behind Jena.
Oh, really?
You
man.
Poke your head over the wall and
you'd be like,
what up, Coach P?
Dude, he's got the same kind of house layout as we do, huh? It's like the same sort of house layout.
Same as Jena. Yeah, same here.
Uh-huh.
Basic, yeah. And me and Coach B, we got really close during those times. And,
oh, really?
Yeah. But so that season started off with me like having that busted leg, and he was so mad, dude.
You had a busted leg?
You remember me being on the crutches in the beginning of senior year? I had to go up to JK building with a big ass crutch.
I don't really remember, dude. I don't remember that.
I didn't.
So what was it? Your ankle or what?
My thigh.
It was your thigh?
Bro, I got a muscle contusion in my thigh playing church flag football.
Damn, that's what's up, dude.
Imagine going to Coach B and telling him, "Hey, Coach, I'm in crutches for 2+ weeks." Because how'd you get to?
I was playing flag football at my church.
For the church that we go to.
My church.
We all
yeah. You guys go to the same church. That's true, right? Same church.
But anyway,
that was a tough game.
I saw that hit. It was a hard hit. But
that's funny.
Yeah, me and Coach B got close, and basically he would be like, "All right, here's the dude you're gonna guard.
Yeah.
Watch film on him. This is what you're gonna do."
Uh-huh.
I'd go back. I'd Facebook.
Really?
Facebook his name. Find out his brother.
Yeah, like look into him. Yeah, Facebook him.
Find out who his girlfriend was.
Dude.
Find out his mama's name. Anything
That's
I could.
Up,
it is. I was mean.
Rude.
I am being completely honest. I was mean.
Yeah, but I mean, whatever. It's a game, right? You're trying to win,
it
dude.
Worked.
But y'all lost.
I'm gonna tell you, like I probably average maybe 4 points a game, sir.
But
I started a lot of
and
those games.
and you influenced a lot of the games too. You were able to do your thing, and
it was fun. I want to say like I got escorted. I got escorted out of Tucson High because that fool was heated.
Yeah, I
remember Coach Dyer had me by like the collar.
Yeah,
it was escorting me to the police the bus. I think Santa Rita, I got escorted out, and Rincon.
Yeah, Rincon, I remember you would always go up against a big, I can't remember what that big dude.
Rincon, I went against that big dude, and I held him to his low scoring game.
I can't remember what his name was. I feel like I know his face. I can picture his face, but yeah, he definitely has a weird
old lefty.
I mean, that dude was like 6'8", 6'9", dude, and you were guarding him, yeah. And
8 points.
Yeah, and you were
8 points, baby.
Dude, and he was a big dude. He probably went and played in college somewhere too, dude. Like he was a big guy. Dude,
no cap. When I had so that guy was big. He was a hard guy to guard. The guy from Basha.
Basha was
7
like
foot.
Basha was
and
was
Coach
like
B had me playing
Miami Heat, dude.
Yeah, I was the big. I was, and we had Jared 6'11" on the bench.
Yeah, shout out Jared, bro. Jared, where you at?
It was my box out skills, but I remember playing Ironwood, dude, and I was a senior in that fool, Mitch Lightfoot.
Yeah, Mitch Lightfoot. He's on Kansas, or he went and played. He played at Kansas.
He was a freshman though when we played him.
Yeah.
And I remember that fool came in prepared. He beat me straight to the trash talking. That was the first time someone beat me to it.
Really? Mitch Lightfoot as a freshman?
Hey, motherfucker. Yeah. I was like, damn, respect. And that whole game, he was just...
As a freshman, bro, dude, he knew it, bro.
And we were seniors.
We
were seniors. He was freshmen.
He's good. He's raw. Yeah. He's a raw kid.
Yeah.
Legit.
I mean, he got like he went. He played at Kansas.
He took me to school. We beat Ironwood that game, but yeah. But the one I always freaking remember is the game we played against Marana, and that kid, I remember we were on the free throw line, and
Oh, was it?
I fouled that Swansby kid.
Yeah, was he like the afro? He had an afro.
Yeah. And he was kind of like Reggie Miller. His sister was like,
his sister was a beast. I think his sister went and played like at Colorado or something like that.
Raw,
yeah,
dude.
I think his sister played at Colorado.
And I was just in his ear that whole game, like, dude, like, you're nothing. You're your sister's shadow. You're like,
yeah. You're just your shadow of your sister, bro.
I was like, dude, your sister should be playing.
Yeah,
like,
you're playing with us.
Like,
yeah,
you're playing, not your sister. Like, she should be out here.
Yeah, she should be the one over here playing.
Just very, very mean. And I remember we were on the free throw line, and that dude was crying.
Oh my God, you made him cry, bro.
And you could ask. And then Alex Chanel like looked over at me, and he was like, "Bro, can you just?" He's like, "Bro, can you just stop?" And I just looked at Alex Chanel, and I was a dick. I was like, "There ain't no crying in basketball." I was like, "You crying in like." Get your teammate.
Yeah, dude.
I was
get over here,
like,
bro.
Get your mans. And yeah.
But
and then I saw Alex Chanel like a couple months ago at like a food show, and he introduced me to his girlfriend. He's like, "Yeah, this is my homie Miko," because we made up after that.
Oh, yeah,
we were
right.
buddies and stuff. And he's like, "This is my homie Miko. I used to hate his guts in high school."
I used to hate his guts in high school.
And I was like, "Yeah, I hear that from a lot of people."
Alex Chanel's a homie, dude. He's a homie. That's funny, bro. I mean, talking trash is an art, bro. Like you do have to dig deep, and I mean, you dug so deep, you made this dude cry, dude.
Yeah.
You made
I didn't
him.
mean to,
You made him cry.
And I'm telling you, like, I'm no baller whatsoever. Like, I will tell you, like.
But that's
like if someone wants to go one-on-one on me, you know, like right now, no.
No, right
but I was like, I wasn't a scorer, bro.
Yeah, but you
I
knew your
my
role. Yeah, you knew your
exactly.
role. You did what you had to do. You did it well. You won that Mr. Hustle award. You know, you got that nice award. It's probably hanging up somewhere, dude, all nice and clean and polished
I don't even
stuff.
know where that is, to be honest. But yeah, got Mr. Hustle. But hey, let's talk about those basketball classes, dude. Like,
oh yeah, dude.
Hey, whoever wants to come at 48, was it 48?
48, yeah, dude, yeah.
Who is it, Dalt?
Yeah, Dalton, everybody, Colton, yeah, 48.
They couldn't even they couldn't even get
Ben Barr, yeah. I was actually teaching David how to play, because we'll go in the morning somewhere, and we'll go and we'll play for a little bit or shoot around. And I was telling him about that game 48, and I was telling him how we would always just destroy these dudes. And so 48 is a game of basketball where it's like, essentially it's just like a 3-point contest. It's like a 3-point game. So,
yeah, and I got no J.
Yeah.
So I really had to count on you for that one.
Yeah, so me and Miko would team up, and then we'd face it would be like 3 of them, and we would just go and we'd shoot threes, and the point of the game is to get to 48. Once you get to 45, you go to the half court, right? And so every time you miss a 3-pointer, the other team has a chance of tipping the ball in.
It in.
Yeah, you tip it in, and then you get to switch sides or whatever, and you keep going until you get to 45.
And like, so for me and you, we were like, you had left side because
I'm a lefty. Yeah, he's a righty.
Right side, dominant right. Yep. Like it just worked.
Yeah,
out.
Dude, we had it.
And then also with like the 2-on-2, bro. Like it was just easy. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like the backdoor cuts.
Yeah, dude. There. Yeah, me and you. Me and you were good.
We were
good team. Yeah, we were good.
For sure.
Good team. We're a good pair. I mean, we did almost everything together back in the day, dude. We did a lot. We did a lot of
across the street. Shout out Burke.
Yeah, shout out Austin Burke, Dylan Burke. Yeah. But I mean, we did a lot. We did a lot of good stuff. A lot of good memories.
Crazy stuff happened in this house here.
Yeah, a lot of crazy stuff did happen in this house, bro.
I remember getting my first hickey here. Bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
And then walking out with Alex's U of A sweatshirt, and it was like 100 and something. And my mom was like
100 something degrees.
Mom was like, "Why you got a sweatshirt on?" I was like, "It was cold inside
It's cold. Yeah, it's cold, man. It's a little chilly. I'm a little sick. Maybe I got the cold or something."
Exactly. By the end of the car ride, I was caught.
Dude, I mean, we did a lot. Had some good memories. And we did some bad stuff too here and there, but you know, here we are, bro. We're all in one shape. You know, you're a parent now. I got a couple of dogs. You know, it's cool.
What do you fur babies? That's what they call.
Yeah, fur babies. Yeah, I got fur babies. You got an actual baby. I
kind of cringe when people say that.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, I mean, there's a big difference between having a dog and having an actual human baby, you know. So that's why I can see, you know, especially you having a baby, like that's why I can see that, you know, that kind of cringe, because it's like you think you have an idea with having a dog, and you love the dog, you know, you take care of the dog, you feed the dog, you do the things that you're supposed to do, but then it's like you have an actual human baby. It's like that's the next level, bro.
Yeah.
That's like 3 levels above or more levels above from that.
I think you're like saying like one podcast, you're like, you're not ready to be a dad yet.
Yeah.
You're like, you're still a kid.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Because I don't know exactly. Yeah,
fam,
you tell me.
I wasn't ready. To be a kid.
I mean,
like,
and I was thinking
nobody.
too.
I mean, to be a kid, to be a father. No, nobody is like.
I think so too. That's what I was thinking too. It's like, man, I think nobody really is prepared, because you can't really prepare for that moment. You can.
Exactly,
you think you think you're prepared, but in reality, it's like, dude,
might
once
be parenting for dummies, but other than that,
parenting 101. Look at some YouTube videos. You know, figure some shit out. Read some books. But it's like, dude, nothing's really gonna teach you as much as actually being there and going through it and having that experience. So that's, you know, like I said, I don't think I'm ready for it, but like you said, you weren't ready for it either.
I didn't think I was,
know?
but like, dude, you dap, man. You
dap. You have to, right? You have to.
Like,
You're taking care of them.
Especially when Jena she was teaching, so she would be gone like before Pato woke up.
So you'd have Levi.
She'd come back, like she'd be gone like 7 a.m., be back at like 5 p.m. And so like it'd be me and Pato that whole time.
So you'd have Levi, you know, you and him were chilling and stuff.
Yeah, and there, no cap, there'd be times I would go to the park and there'd be moms there.
There'd be moms.
They'd be like, "Can I take a picture of you?" Like, and I'd be like, "Why?" And they'd be like, "Because you're married and you're actually out here." Like, they're like, "My husband doesn't think it's capable." They're like, "I just need to show pictures to show it's possible." Like,
it's possible for a husband to be out in the park and stuff.
I was that dad, like.
So husbands. So there's some husbands out there that probably hate you, bro. Represent, dude.
I was out there with all the moms. You know, we have a bike with a little carrier on the back. Oh
damn! That's like the shit you see in movies.
I'd pull
and stuff.
up in that skirt. Because the park's right across the street, so we would just hit the bike. You know? And the moms would be like, "Who the hell?
These guys coming up?"
Yeah,
that's funny, dude.
It's just me and Pato, man. We.
What are the sort of the things that you have to like to be like a new father, or like what is sort of the things that like people don't think of, but you're like, well, shit, you got to do it. Like,
it's just kind of like keeping them alive, right? Like,
dude,
at this point, it's just
different. Like when I didn't have Pato, you wake up and you're like, all right, you think about yourself.
Yeah, what am I doing? Yeah, what am I doing today?
Yeah. Like, but now you wake up and you're like, all right, like what should we do with Pato?
Yeah, time to get Pato ready, give him a shower.
Today? Yeah, like, I don't even think about what I'm gonna eat. It's Pato first,
and that's how it should be, right? I mean, that
eats all the food.
Yeah, that's how it should be. So that's how a good father is, a good dad. Like that,
like the dad instincts kick in.
Yeah,
like, you're like, oh shoot, like he's by the street. Gotta get over it.
Yeah, gotta take care of him. Gotta watch him. Gotta, you know.
Yeah.
Like by the pool, when we were hanging out by the pool, like, dude, if you're not paying attention reckless. For just dude.
Yeah. He could walk and he has no fear. Like he'll jump in the pool.
Yeah, he seems like that kid that has no fear. Like he seems like that sort of like kid that just doesn't care. You know, he gets up, he gets scraped up. I remember he fell and he got scraped up on his knee and he's just like eating like something, like not even paying attention to whatever, you know, a big old scrape on his knee. He's just like, man, I'm just eating right now.
Yeah,
he's like, I'm good.
He comes back, like we'll go down and we like in our little complex, we have another little kid that's like 10 days older than Levi.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So they're the same age.
They're like besties. Little white boy. His name's cool. Bennett.
Damn, Bennett and Levi. Beckett and Levi.
I was getting mixed up, Beckett. But yeah, like we go out. He wakes up, feed him, watch Puppy Dog Pals, and then we go outside. Like, dude's itching to go outside.
Oh yeah, he likes going outside.
It's 100 and some degrees out, but.
What does he do? Is he just like trying to open the door? Or
banging on it.
Yeah, he's just like, get me out. Doing the little, what's that called? Or you're just like, it's not dabble, right? Or I can't remember. Babbling. That's what it is. Yeah, you're babbling. So he's at that babble stage where it's like he's not saying any words, but he's like producing sound. Like he's got sound and stuff out.
He could say dada, mama, No.
Comida, food.
He does this.
Oh yeah, that's sign language, right?
That's more.
That's more. That's sign language, huh?
So he knows that for sure. But yeah, he's starting to talk.
It's
dude.
interesting, dude. It's probably like it's very like interesting. Like it's interesting to see him like grow and start to say some words and get a little bit bigger
From the beginning, dude.
Yeah.
From the very you watch him
Yeah.
every day.
Very big.
And he's only a year and a half old, dude. So it's like he's still got a lot to do, a lot to grow
and
into.
Like, when I tell people like that don't know him, like I have a kid, he's a year and a half old. This is him. They're like, you're lying. You got your days mixed up. Like, dude has a full grill. Like he has like Scarlett.
So people don't believe that he's
like,
a year and a half old. People are like, there's no way this guy's a year and a half
Scarlett
old.
and Camila have like 4 teeth probably. This dude has like 12.
And they're older than him, or they're around the same age,
well,
or what?
basically they are. If you don't like, because homie was supposed to come like.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, since he is premature. Damn,
he's supposed to be the youngest.
He's got a full grill. I mean, full head of hair, bro. This dude got
35 pounds,
full
bro.
head of 35 pounds, bro. That's like a medium-sized dog, bro.
Imagine this is my bag, like every morning picking him up from the crib, dude.
Yeah, and then you carry him on your shoulder and things like that, dude.
It's gonna get worse every day, dude. So you're like, bro, enough.
No, yeah.
He's like a baby Prince Fielder, dude.
Yeah, so we went to that checkup like for the year and a half, and no joke, our doctor opened the door and was like, looked at Bato and was like, he looked at me, he was like, so how many offers? And I was like, what is this fool talking
What,
about?
D1 or what? D1
Yeah, he's like, this dude's a D1 freaking lineman. And I was dying. It's like, no offers yet.
That's hilarious, dude. Nick Saban, I got Nick Saban.
Dial, bro.
Me and him
Nick
been in
Saban's
talks.
been eyeing me.
Yeah. He's been looking
He's been
at
in
us.
the DMs.
That's funny, dude. He's gonna be a big guy. I mean, he's already a big guy, but he's gonna be a bigger guy.
Hopefully, man.
Imagine him like at like 10 years old. Like imagine how big this dude's gonna be. Well,
All part of my plan, sir. I remember just
everything's
sitting in the
going
bleachers.
accordingly.
What was it? We were on JV and we were watching Varsity play. And I would just look at the cheerleaders and I'd see like the one in the back, the tallest one.
The tallest one in the back,
Damn, Gina.
Damn, Gina.
You know, and you look at what Orion's dad. He's what, 6 foot, but he's a big dude.
He's
Shout
a big
out,
dude,
Big O.
yeah. Orion,
But then
yeah.
you look at Jeannie and like Jeannie's
Tall, yeah. She's a tall woman too, dude.
And then you look at what's her name, the little
Jazzy? Yeah.
Jazzy's beast.
Jazzy's big too, dude. She is.
Like,
Shout out to the Hughes family, bro, dude. The Hughes family, man. I miss you guys.
I'm saying, dog, that
Definitely been a while.
But they're a big family, bro.
They
like
are.
not in terms of like how many kids they have, but in terms of like their height. Like every single one of them is a big guy. Yeah.
Orion's like
They're all big guys. So
all
it's
part
like,
of my plan,
dude.
sir.
Exactly. So big L's, bro. Big L's is gonna get bigger. He's gonna be bigger L's, bro.
Big prospect.
Yeah, dude. A year and a half with a full mouth of teeth, like got teeth, right?
Yeah,
Just full everything, and then he's got full head of hair, eats like a grown man.
I'm telling you, get on the pato sauce train before it's too late.
Yeah, dude.
Life of pato.
I'm gonna have to hit him up and be like, bro, like I'll be your
Become
agent
homies with the guy before
before he gets famous, dude. Before he gets famous.
He's like, I don't got time for y'all.
Yeah, he's like, dude,
You earn a day one.
Yeah, bro. So I gotta be his agent or something, dude.
Yeah.
I gotta get on that investment. I gotta invest to put a little bit down in the beginning, and then be like, all right, pay me back, give me some money when you turn pro, bro.
Ricardo, so my oldest sister's husband, Ricardo has a older sister, and she had a baby like before Camila, like a week before Camila. Yeah. So there's 4 of them.
So they're all gonna grow up, dude. They're all gonna grow up.
He's a boy. That's what I'm saying. He's a boy. And Ricardo's got some land, dude, in there. They got a batting cage set up.
Damn, they got the batting cage set up over there.
So any of y'all that got a 1.5-year-old, 2-year-olds, you know.
Let's get the training going.
I'm starting a club ball team, dog.
T-ball.
Dude, let me be
team.
assistant, bro. I'll be the assistant.
We're gonna be
coach.
like the blue chips, all right?
Yeah.
Just watch out.
Yeah, dude, just grow up together.
Club
that's cool,
baseball,
dude. They're gonna
club
all the
basketball.
cousins. They're gonna grow up together, bro. I'm sure they all know each other already. They're gonna grow up each other. They're gonna go to school
cool
together
seeing-
and
it's
things
cool
like that.
seeing that, like-
Yeah.
Like we definitely have to put them in the school together. Like me and my sisters are pretty close.
Yeah.
We're good, close.
And so the kids are going to be close too, you know, everybody, your kid and then your sister's kids, they're all going to be close. They're all going to be hanging out and things. And that's cool, dude. You know, you get to socialize at an early age. So it's like, you're already, you know, once you get into school, it's like, dude, it's nothing, man. It's nothing. It's no big deal. Yeah. So that's cool, dude. And you got married young, dude. You got married at what, like 20, right? You weren't even,
I was at 20.
You weren't even legally able to drink at your own wedding, but you still did.
I still did. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you have to, right? Like it's, you have to.
No, I didn't. I wasn't crazy at all, but yeah, I still
had a couple sips here and there.
A couple sips. Someone passed me like what was it? Those little flasks.
Yeah. So you've been married what? How long has it? 5 years now.
It was 5 years on the 19th.
Damn, 19th, dude. A lot of people don't think that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't think that like getting married at an early age is like a cool thing to do.
Bro. Yeah.
It's like, you know, and how has it been? Like it's been 5 years with, I mean, you and Jena were together for at least a year or so, right? Before, like 2 years before.
Yeah, we were together 2 years. What was it? Believe it or not, me and Jena, I was a junior. She was
because she's a year younger, right? She's a year younger than us.
We had a class together. Was I a freshman? She was a sophomore. Or I was a sophomore. She was a freshman. I'm pretty sure. Or junior.
Whatever.
Because we came back from lunch. That's why.
Those lunch trips we had, bro. That was some fun shit, dude. Those lunch trips.
We had a class together. Me and Jena and George. George would be witness for this. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of other people in there, like Haley Barham. I can remember.
Got you.
But we had a class together. And me and George sat together in the back, and Jena sat right in front of us. Mm-hmm. We never spoke.
Never talked to each other.
Year.
Nothing.
Nah, but you know, your boy was eyeing.
Right. Okay.
But the reason why she never like wanted to, she like admitted like she was like, I thought you were cute. Blah, blah.
Got you.
But it was because me and George always were coming in late.
Yeah.
You know, smelling different.
Yeah. I feel that.
After lunch, it was fifth period. Long story short.
Yeah. We did have some fun lunch trips, bro. That's what I'll say.
So we did have a whole class together, but never spoke. But that's weird though. Like, you know,
yeah, you guys you guys knew each other. You guys were right in front of each other,
she
right?
was literally right in front of me.
Right in front of each other. You were behind her. She was in front of you. And
never spoke.
Little did you know, bro. A couple years later, you guys would be married.
And then we started dating. I was a senior, and she was a junior. And then dated.
Couple years, right? I remember it was like a couple years.
Yeah, she was in college. Or no, she didn't go to college. She went into that dental program.
Because she was a dental assistant, right?
I was in my second year of college, and that's when we got engaged for 2 years.
And then look at you now, 5 years later, bro.
Or maybe like, we weren't engaged for 2 years. We were engaged for like a year and a half, something like that. So like 2 years. I don't know how many.
So you're a seasoned vet, dude. Even though you're 25, you're a seasoned vet as a husband.
And it wasn't easy. Don't get me wrong. Marriage is not easy.
I'm sure it's not, but it's worth it, right?
It is. It's a good. It's awesome. Dude.
You have someone to come home to. You have somebody to talk to all the time.
She's my best friend. Yeah, she knows everything. Like,
Jena's awesome.
She can read my mind, which isn't that awesome. Sometimes no.
She just knows you too well, right? She knows you better than you know yourself.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. And like we're just best friends, dude. We just vibe. It's cool. But that beginning was rough. I was getting into some like bad shit, don't lie. Not gonna lie. But like I ventured off and I was able to fix what I got myself into. But Jena also like realized she had a thyroid condition.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's scary.
And so like a lot of people don't know about thyroid, but a lot of people have it. You know, you should really get checked out.
Yeah.
Like women especially. But like she was like kind of zombie, like no emotion, zombie. And it was like our first year of getting married, and I was like, yo, like this honeymoon stay, like, you know, we're supposed to be
in love, like super in love and touchy feely.
Exactly. And it wasn't there. And she went and got checked, and her levels were like crazy bad, And I guess like she could like the doctor was like, I'm surprised you're alive. Like that
Really?
bad. Yeah.
And she looks healthy. Like she looks like a healthy.
If you
like
look at her wedding pictures, you could see it.
really like
Yeah.
what kind of is like a thyroid? It's like
It. Man, I don't want to be all wrong, but it's with like your emotions, like your skin color.
that's what I was gonna
all
say.
that.
I feel like
it goes into a bunch.
So it messes up your like
Your mood.
your hormones and things like that. But I was gonna say, is it? I was thinking, I don't know why when I hear thyroid, I just think of like skin, like your
Yeah.
thing, you're like the way that you look or whatever. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, and like Jena in high school, she was like dark,
Mm-hmm.
really dark. And then when she got out of high school, that's when it like started and
Getting
you
a
could
little
tell
bit
she's
lighter or
really
what?
pale,
Really?
really pale. If you look back, yeah. But anyways, so we were able to find that out, and that was like the big like because I was just like.
Oh, like like it was like kind of like okay, I
it's
get it
not
now.
me, you know?
I get it. Now. Okay, I see.
But so yeah, she still takes like a pill every day for her thyroid. Her mom has the same thing.
Really?
You know? So
Maybe it just runs in the family, dude.
yeah. So like I'm saying, that part was crazy.
So the beginning was hard, but now you guys are, everything's good, everything's smooth
that
sailing.
house that we were originally
Right, because you guys
before,
married and then you guys bought that house or whatever.
We are moving back into at the end of July. Yeah,
That's good, dude.
So
Hell
it
yeah.
all comes around, man.
Hell
but
yeah. Were you guys renting it out or something?
yeah,
you guys were
what's
renting
cool
out?
about that part was
You guys bought the house and
we
then
bought
you're
the
like,
house for pretty damn cheap. And what happened was, shout out to my grandpa. He had like a couple grand, like 10 grand for me when I graduated.
damn.
And then my mom had like a couple grand for me as well.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was I put that down as a down payment. And then like it kind of was like, all right.
That's a big down payment, dude.
Mom and dad, like, yeah.
Yeah, it's a big down payment.
We're going to go in on this house. And for me, straight out of high school, basically.
Uh-huh.
I didn't have credit. I had okay credit, but I didn't have enough to buy a house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I had to co-sign with them. So,
With your parents? So you
yeah,
co-sign with your parents?
co-sign with them, but I was basically like the homeowner. And I still am on paper, the homeowner. But what happened was, like that first year was rough. So we ended up moving out of that house.
I mean,
into
shit happens,
apartment.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
life happens, shit
Life is
happens,
hard.
dude. You
hit-
it's not
you
that it's a
hit-
mistake,
Yeah.
but it's just like, it's something that you can learn from. And
But it was like, man, I was like, we were both
very young,
in a
very
house.
very young.
Nice house, by
buying
the
a
way.
house, and I remember that house. It was a
Yeah.
nice backyard, dude. A nice house, 3-bedroom house, like very nice
Did
house.
you have a dog or?
Yeah, Marley, man.
Oh, no.
Love that dog.
Oh no,
We had to get rid of him because he was just a freaking mess, man.
Yeah, he was too
And
much.
We couldn't give him any time, but poor guy, I love that guy. But he went to a farm, like a house on a farm, and
got plenty of room to run and
living
things like that. Yeah.
But so what happened was we left that house, and then I want to say, yeah, we haven't been in that house for like 5 years.
It's been, I mean, I remember like as soon
4
as
or
you guys
5
got
years.
married, I remember you guys moved right
Yeah.
into that house.
But then my mom's best friend moved in, and we rented it out to her.
So she was just,
So basically, now she's moving out, and then we're moving in later this summer.
there you go. End of July, you said,
now,
right? So the
like-
end of this month.
And now my house payment's gonna be cheaper than what my apartment payment is right now.
Damn, man, that's
I
crazy.
got a pretty sweet deal going on. And
That's crazy. And your credits, I'm sure your credit's good now, so
Yeah.
everything's good.
And then like I said, like we got that house pretty cheap. And now like
It's up.
people paid like that. My mom's best friend, she basically paid 5 years worth.
Yeah, of your
what I
your
bought it
mortgage and
at,
everything.
It's
Yeah,
30 grand
exactly.
less.
I mean, then that's a very smart thing
30,
to do,
50
dude.
grand less, sir.
Very smart.
And then there's a house right next to it that's like 90 grand more than, So that's a 90 grand profit if I wanted to sell that house.
Yeah,
right there, is
yeah,
what I'm saying.
exactly. That's very smart, dude. Very
But
smart. Like even though you couldn't afford or whatever, whatever happened, you couldn't live there anymore. And then you're like, you know what? I'm gonna stick with this house. I'm gonna keep it in my name, and we're
I'm
gonna
have
keep
someone
it.
pay for
and then
it.
have somebody, pay those couple years that I can't live in it. They pay those years, and all of a sudden it's like, damn, this
Granted,
mortgage is
yeah.
looking nice. It's looking real nice now. So it's like, okay,
Exactly. But granted, renting out like a house, it's not like going to be the bet, we also like the AC went out. We had to pay.
Oh, really? Yeah. I mean, you obviously you have things that you got to fix.
There
you have
was the
things that you got to
AC,
do.
and then like the sprinkler system, and then the backyard they wanted grass.
So there's things that you got to do, right?
Yeah.
As a landowner, as the guy who has the
like
house.
long term, it worked out. pretty
Oh,
good.
I'm sure,
So,
dude. I'm sure, and I'm sure. Like David was gonna say, he said that. I'm sure that money for the house has gone up too. Like to be.
Exactly.
I'm sure the money has
Yeah.
has increased on that house. So it's like
We're
you.
excited, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure, dude. It's nice 3-bedroom house. I remember that
Probably
house.
Live in that house for a little bit. Hopefully, there's a new house. There's a new like housing development
They're
right
building
there.
everywhere,
yeah,
dude.
right there. So that it should go up more. It's a great time to buy a house right now.
It is right
but
now. Is a good time to buy a
not
house.
to sell. So we'll
Yeah,
be
hold
scheming.
on to it a little bit. I mean,
Scheming.
real estate is
It's an
tricky.
investment.
It is, dude.
Well, like the biggest investments in your life is going to be a house, car, and then
a ring for your wife, right?
Exactly.
And
But
that's
a
it.
car isn't gonna end up paying you off at the end.
No.
That's what you want a
you
house to
you
do.
lose.
Yeah, 'cause a car you lose. We
right
used to
when
be
you
a
drive
cars,
off
right?
the
You used to do the
lot-
cars.
lot. It depreciates.
You used to be a car salesman, right? A little bit too. You worked at BMW for a bit.
Dog, yeah. Shout out Chowder for that one intake of the BMW. I told you y'all, I listen to all your guys' podcasts.
Yeah.
The weight distribution, though, he's right. Like, the BMWs are nice, dude. I drove all of them.
Oh, I'm
Like,
sure, dude. I'm
You
sure
don't
they're.
sway. You don't sway.
I'm sure they're real nice. I'm sure that
Those
German engineering,
Germans
yeah,
are right
dude.
on that weight distribution.
They're able to get their shit right, dude. I mean, Germany.
30-70.
They do Mercedes too, dude. I think Germany does Mercedes. They do Volkswagen. They do everything, dude.
Germans, yeah. But
Yeah,
not
dude.
the same. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but going back to the house thing, it's like, you weren't able to live in it. You bought it at a cheap price in the beginning, like you said, and now it's like that price, I'm sure, has gone up, dude, a good amount.
Yeah.
So it's like real estate, dude. Even though you may not be able to afford it, for yourself to live there, you're still able to make money off of it, dude. You're
Yeah.
still able to. You get somebody else to pay your mortgage for you for a little bit or whatever, and you're kind of set. And real estate's a big thing nowadays too, dude. Real estate. There's a
Yeah.
lot of people that go into real estate that
Oh yeah,
You
my
know,
uncle, he's
make a lot of money.
He's a border patrol agent, and dude makes guap triple digits.
Real estate, doing real estate.
No, border patrol.
As a border patrol.
He is about to retire in like 2 years, and he got his real estate license. His wife is like a big mortgage,
like a mortgage loan person.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So she's in the real estate, and he's selling houses on the side, dude.
Oh,
that
dude, I'm
family is
sure, dude.
made.
I'm sure.
Made.
Real estate's a big thing, dude. Real estate.
Never gonna stop. I mean,
Yeah, people need
it's
houses.
only gonna
Yeah.
get bigger.
And it does go in with the market. And
Yeah, inflation's
everything,
gonna
like,
go up. I mean, there was that
Crash.
That,
right?
yeah.
back in like 2008, around that time
Have
or
you
so.
seen that movie, The Big?
I've seen a little
it's
bit
a
of
great
The Big
movie.
Short, right? The
Big
Big Short,
Short.
yeah, with Christian Bale
and
and
it has Michael Scott. What's his name?
yeah, Steve Carell.
Yeah, but it's a great movie, dude. Great.
And it was essentially
inside
it was
of-
based off of the real estate market, right?
Yeah.
So
People
those
were-
guys, Christian Bale, whoever, whatever other actors that were in that movie, they bet against the housing market. They were like, ooh, they saw that the housing market was going
Which
to
is
crash.
illegal, right?
It-
Or not illegal. It's
I don't
It
think it's
was,
illegal.
It wasn't illegal.
Yeah,
but
I don't think
it
it's
was-
illegal. It's
Frowned upon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is
That's
frowned
what-
upon because it's like you're betting for something to not work. You're betting for something to crash. Like,
Yeah, and what people were doing, they were getting approved everywhere.
Yeah, that was the thing is
dude.
those
Like, you had
real
bad
estate
credit, you're
agents.
still getting approved.
Exactly.
And that's what was putting our
Exactly right. So those real estate agents, they were just selling houses to anybody. Doesn't matter. You got good credit, bad credit, man. I'm gonna sell you this house. Here you go. Here's this house. So it's like a couple years down the road, it's like, well, I can't afford this house no more.
That's where the foreclosures
And
came
then it was like,
in.
yep, exactly. Then they started crashing. The house market crashed, and those guys in that movie, The Big Short, which I think is based off a true story,
story,
right?
yeah.
So
It's
those
great.
guys,
It's great.
they were like, they noticed it somehow. They were able to notice and be like, dude, these real estate agents are just selling houses to anybody, and they're
it's
like,
gonna blow up. Like,
yeah, it's gonna
something's
eventually it's gonna
happen.
blow up in your face, and then so they go in and they blows up, and they're like, they make a shit ton of money off of that, and I've seen there's this guy, can't remember his name. Timothy Sykes, I think his name is. And he does like penny stocks. He invests in penny stocks, but he bets against stocks. So he does the same thing where it's like, I'm going to bet that this company fails. And that's what he does. So he's going around, he's investing into companies that are going to fail, and he's a millionaire, based off of companies' failures.
Stocks are crazy.
Yeah, dude. Stocks are very strange. They're very...
I would like to know a lot
Me too,
more,
dude. Me too.
What I would say is you're going to want to invest in that Kanye Gap.
I know, dude. That new Yeezy Gap, bro. That new Yeezy Gap came out.
Buy a couple shares, dude. It's going to go up, dude.
Of course.
Lie.
And I think Kanye already tweeted out that Gap is up like 95% or something like that. Yeah. Just because he tweeted out a photo of Yeezy Gap and that was it. And all of a sudden their stocks grow up and they go.
I want to say there's a freaking pic of The Simpsons, like an episode.
No way, dude. The Simpsons predict everything,
exactly.
Bro. The Simpsons somehow.
I'm going to put money in stock.
Dude, somehow, bro. You watch a Simpsons episode and then you're just like, look at it now. It's like, bro, they predicted it, dude. They know.
Gap and it had Kanye like on the building. Like, he's like,
oh my God, bro.
It's Gap. It doesn't say Yeezy Gap, but it says Gap.
They predicted like Kobe Bryant's helicopter crash.
Oh, did they? Gosh.
Trump.
Yeah, Trump winning the election.
It's crazy.
Huh? I know, dude. I
don't want to sound like Joe Rogan and get all crazy, but
dude, let's hear it, bro. I don't know, dude. Time travel is crazy, dude. Time travel.
I don't know, dude. That has to be something that's like impossible.
Where like physics just don't allow time travel.
Yeah,
But that dude, they do say like the Simpsons guy, he has Futurama, right? Like that's a show that's literally like Futurama, and he's.
It's literally the title is The Future.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, dude, somehow, bro, the Simpsons are able. Maybe it is because they just have so many episodes and they've gone on for so many years.
Can't miss.
to where it's like eventually you're gonna hit something in the future, right? But it's been so many now. I mean, I think they predicted 9/11. They predicted the Trump election.
I heard COVID or something.
Yeah, I think Ebola. Maybe it was Ebola.
Remember that on the book?
Yeah, dude. They predicted the Simpsons, dude. Somehow, bro, the Simpsons, they're
very fishy.
Yeah, it is very fishy. It is something to look at. And I'm sure there's plenty of YouTube videos where you can look at it and like try to, find some things on why the Simpsons are able to predict the future as much as they do. But it is very fishy, bro. It is.
What about like? Have you guys heard of Pizzagate?
Oh yeah. This guy was talking about it a little bit.
Crazy. What do you think?
What was it? Pizzagate? What was Pizzagate again?
It was, I don't know. Like it's turned into a bunch of stuff. Like they say there's a bunch of celebrities that are tied to it. But I think, I don't know. When I first heard of it, it was when Trump and Hillary were going at it. And someone came out with the theory that Podesta, I think who is the campaign manager, when Hillary lost, she didn't give the concession speech. Her manager came out and spoke, and that was the guy. I think his name is like
something with
Jeff
a P.
Podesta or
John or Jeff, something with a
like
P.
That.
I know who you're talking about.
I don't know. It's some theory that is probably not true, that there's like a pizza place, and I don't know. I think I spoke about it, and
but they were just using code, right?
Yeah,
it was like code
to order some certain food. And,
so like, I guess Pizzagate is like,
but that's like tied into like Epstein. I've heard
underground. It's like an underground. So there's a pizza store by DC, and there's supposedly like an underground where pizza parties go on, and it's like a child molesting ring. And like supposedly there's like satanic rituals that go on. And if you do look into like satanic rituals, a lot of it has to go with like sacrifices of like children.
Yeah. What was that? What's that thing in California that they have? The Grove or what's that?
Yeah, man.
Something Grove where it's like a bunch of just
Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, there it is.
Like a bunch of rich people and
powerful
bankers.
People. Bohemian Grove is a thing where it's like essentially it's like a big party
it's kind of like that. It's like almost like an antichrist like ritual, but
it's like pagan rituals and things like that.
They meet up, they dress up. There's video, there's proof. Who knows? Allegedly, right? Like allegedly, who the hell knows? But
of the Rothschilds, like all those like famous bankers and oil guys, everybody who has a lot of power, they will go maybe like once a year. I don't know how many times a year, whatever it is. Let's say once a year,
and
they'll go to some place in California.
It's probably deeper than what the video I guess shows you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, who knows, dude? The powerful here, the rich and powerful here in America, dude. They really are rich and powerful,
like,
bro.
It is crazy. And then like, there's like the emails that got leaked. I don't know.
Yeah, the Hillary emails.
They
Yeah,
say
Hillary.
she's like, I don't know. There's so much stuff. Allegedly, she like killed somebody, and there's like video of her.
Yeah. And then
messing
there's
stuff up. The cops that found it are all dead.
Okay, but yeah, that cop thing
that
was
side.
crazy.
It is.
There was like, what was it? 9 of the 12 cops that saw the video are committed suicide. They're not dead. They committed suicide. And the 3 are like missing. And then what was it? Like 80 detectives and like all of them committed suicide.
Yeah, dude. That's too sketchy, bro.
Too sketchy.
It is way too sketchy.
And then there was like a video I was watching, and it was like Hillary saying that she created a multi-million-dollar business in like less than 8 months, but there's like no record of her owning a business. And so like, if you think about it, like, and she was like, and in the video she's like, I sold it. And who else would you sell it to than Epstein?
Really? She sold it to Epstein?
Well, no. That's just
who else, right? Who else? Yeah, right. Because if
then
it's not
Epstein
on paper,
gets
then who
caught
else?
in this,
Yeah.
and then who's on Epstein's list is like Hillary.
Yeah, Hillary and Bill. Like, there's
I'm
some
saying they maybe potentially
like
off
she
his
was,
ass.
in my opinion, she was like, "Yo, it's been 8 months of this crazy ride. It's getting too hot. I'm running for president. I gotta have someone else take over this."
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and then Epstein is the leader
and then
now.
what happens to Epstein? And when he's in prison, he kills himself.
He kills himself after having
and there's like no
the video, recording.
The camera wasn't on. It was
the
working.
camera gets
The
turned.
biggest criminal like in America at the time has a camera. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it was like
Everybody knows.
He
right?
knows
Like, it's something
everything.
Yeah, Epstein did know everything.
Everything.
Yeah, and
but there's so much people that I'm sure like want him dead, other than the Clintons.
Yeah,
Well,
that's true. Not to say that the
Clintons.
Yeah, not to say that the Clintons killed him, but somebody did, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody must have, because he had so much what's that called? Like evidence, not evidence, but like yeah, he had just like blackmail. Yeah, he had so much
Video on all the people who
so
were
much blackmail,
doing
and video
acts.
and for him to just kill himself and not use that in court, because he could have used that in court and definitely reduced his sentence. And
There's all kinds of theories though, dude. Like, I don't know, like the Trump, have you heard the Trump theories of him and Epstein getting together and messing with little girls, and they're like competing on who's going to take this little girl's virginity and shit like that. And it's Trump. I don't write like allegedly, but it's that stuff's
But
just
that was dropped by that anonymous group.
anonymous.
Yeah. It was like dialogue, right? It
Yeah.
was like dialogue between Trump and Epstein, and they were.
And then if you really look at it,
it was
like,
horrible, but
and-
allegedly. But
and it's
man.
all in court, though, right? Those documents that came out, it looked like it was all in court. Like,
What do you mean?
Well, he's talking about when that thing came out with the Epstein Trump, when Anonymous dropped that whole thing.
Uh-huh.
They dropped the court papers. Court papers.
Of
I'm
Epstein
saying
in court?
like it was legit. Looked like court papers. Like
Uh-huh.
Oh,
him
it's
going to
legit.
court.
So that's what you're
No,
saying.
no,
or-
I'm saying is
could have been
how is
fake.
this man going to be our president and he has a court record?
Yeah, and nobody knows about it or
Nobody
whatever.
knows about
yeah.
it. I think it's fake, and it comes from like a left-sided party.
Yeah, I get you.
But
I mean, it did sound egregious. It sounded horrible.
it does. It does. It made and it didn't. It made me even wonder, like, oh, dog, like this is our president.
Yeah, right.
You know?
There was something recent too about Trump having like a warrant on him.
Yeah. What's
Like
up with
something
that?
about Iran. Like there was like a Iran
Yeah,
set
they
out a
said
warrant for him.
bounty. It was like they put a bounty on his head or something like that. But it's probably nothing legit. I'm sure a lot of presidents have had bounties on them.
Yeah, but I don't know, man.
And
It's-
that Epstein thing is he had so much power and so much evidence and so much blackmail against all the rich and powerful, and this guy goes and kills himself for
it's-
what?
It's pretty crazy. And
what?
then like, did you see like the Justin Bieber stuff?
What about him getting sexually
So like,
or him
it's-
sexually abusing
yeah,
somebody
so
or whatever?
Supposedly, like Justin Bieber was like part of like they had like a like this like a like a group, like 7 of like the best children, and I guess he was like part of it, the all stars,
one of the nicest children,
the all stars of the pedophile community. Yeah.
So he was like one of the kids. That's what you're saying. Like he was like
he was like one of the top, like everybody wanted to,
everybody wanted a piece of Beaver. I want a piece of Beaver, bro.
Hey.
I'll take a piece of Beaver.
But I guess that's what it was. And like that new song he dropped, Yummy.
Yummy. Dude, I like that song, bro.
Yeah, you got that young. So on like his Instagram, it was Yummy. It said Yummy, but it was spelled out in pizza like lettering.
Oh wow.
And then like if you clicked on it, the link, the picture, it would take you to pictures of babies, like just pictures of children.
What the?
Yeah.
So he posted,
Crazy.
he put an Instagram post out.
On accident is what you're saying. Like,
so he was like he's promoting his song, right? So he's promoting his song.
It like
he's promoting his song. He's like, oh, I got a new song. I'm gonna post it on Instagram. He posts it on Instagram.
Here's a link.
In the caption, he posts like a Yummy spelled out.
Yeah,
pizza
like he's
emojis.
promoting his new song, Yummy.
So he puts Yummy
and
he spells it out in pizza emojis.
It's in pizza lettering.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then you click on the link, and it's just like babies.
Tag, like who is that?
Oh yeah, okay.
And it's just babies.
And it's babies.
And then if you like look at, I don't know, it was like a bunch of his music videos. And if you like slow it down, like in the music video, you could see like a bunch of scribbling in the background. If you slow it down,
in that specific Yummy video?
Yeah, I want to say that one or a different one.
Okay.
You slow it down and he has horns.
Okay.
He's standing, he has horns, and then his wings are made out of pizza wings.
What the hell?
And then on the side, it has names like Hillary, Obama.
What? I'm going to have to take a look at that, dude.
Crazy.
This sounds like some
I'm gonna have to,
shit,
it's
though.
pretty
Like,
freaking...
I'm going to have to take a look at that.
When you play like a Beatles song backwards and it's a devil
but
message.
like if you think about it, like Justin Bieber was lost for a minute.
Oh, he really was, dude. He really was, yeah.
And I bet you that whatever happened, I don't know,
messed him up,
messes with you mentally.
Yeah.
And you know what happened? He just started like getting right with God. He probably found himself again.
Yeah, right.
And
he did release that album. Do you think it was in between like Purpose, right? That's what it was called or something like that? An album with like a cross, right?
It was
had
Purpose,
like a
yeah.
cross.
Yeah.
He's always been like religious, I would say.
Yeah.
But I don't know, that thing
I'm gonna have to check that out, dude.
That was just
and
Bieber, and then the whole Hillary controversy. That's pretty weird.
What do you mean?
Bro.
What?
Like,
what?
all right. So there's freaking David. So like supposedly at one of their pizza party rituals, it's just so freaking like crazy.
No, dude, I like talking about this
I'm
stuff.
sounding like Joe Rogan, like
no, you're sounding like Eddie Bravo.
I'm just like
Eddie Bravo. Yeah.
Whatever.
But it's good, dude. It's good to talk about. Might as well throw it out there, right?
So supposedly at one of her like
Hillary's?
one of the rituals, Hillary like killed this girl. She was hanging from a tree, broken arm. She took her. Oh man, it's freaking crazy.
Keep it going.
She took her. She like cut her face off and wore her face as a mask. And I guess like in satanic rituals or whatever, like if your blood, it's called like endochrome or something.
Adrochrome. Yeah, I know.
Like crazy.
Essentially, it's like your
adrenaline and blood mixed together. It's supposed to be like the
exactly.
richest blood.
So if like you scare the shit out of a kid and you take that blood out of the kid when they're scared, it's like that blood is like gold. It's
gold
like
blood.
Yeah, it's like perfect. It's like
freaking crazy.
And then you inject it in yourself, and you're just like you last forever or whatever. It's like the fountain of youth, right?
I guess.
That's why the Rothschilds do. The Rothschilds live forever, and then Queen Elizabeth, bro, she's pumping.
And
she's like
supposedly
101.
She's in that realm, you know?
Yeah,
all that Prince Harry.
Yeah, and that's why those younger couple. That's why they bounced out of the castle.
Yeah, Meghan and Meghan Markle and what I can't Prince Harry, I think, or whatever Prince, whatever his name is.
That's why they bounced out of the castle because they found out the real.
And that Epstein and one, I think it was Prince Andrew, one of the princes was messing around with Epstein, dude. Like they
I think that's
the second oldest one.
Yeah, dude.
But anyways, back to Hillary. So she put her face on, which made the kid, adrenaline rush, whatever, freak out. And
I think it's like adrenochrome. I think.
Something chrome. And I guess like that was like a big ritual and a bunch of people were there. But the trippy part is, so like they said it's like a girl hanging from a tree, bloody, no face. And like there was kids at that ritual.
Yeah.
And so supposedly a kid drew that picture and wrote R.I.P. at the bottom and you could it's an abstract picture.
Right. It's a little kid's drawing, right? It's a little kid drawing.
But dog, you can see
what's going down.
Hanging from a tree, blood, R.I.P. on the bottom. And there's like a video on like Ellen's Instagram, I want to say.
Who's?
And I was like, Ellen.
Yeah,
Ellen DeGeneres?
That too.
Yes.
Like Ellen had like a what was it?
She's cutting
dude.
some old lady's hair, like her mom or something, in the bathroom. And in the bathroom, there's a picture of that picture.
Of that drawing?
Yeah, like.
What?
On the Ellen show.
Yeah.
Like, I heard that too.
And then
I saw
there's
something
like, also like one of like Jay-Z wearing a sweatshirt of it.
Of that shirt? Of that drawing? Like
and like it has the picture. And then the only thing that's different was on the sleeve. See, I'm getting freaking chills talking.
I know, dude.
On the sleeve, it says like screaming like
like, dude, oh
down
my
the sleeve.
God,
Like,
man.
what?
But so, okay, I don't know. That one seems like, so you think there's like a video and that's the picture. Do you think
I think that's the video that the 9 out of 12 cops saw that killed themselves.
So that image,
That's the video? That's the reason why?
that image that you're saying, like on the Ellen show and Jay-Z wore that.
Popular.
Do you think it's specifically tied to that Hillary case? Or do you think it's like
the Hillary
that's
case
just something
is,
that's known? Like that's just something they do, I guess.
So let me drop this.
Yeah,
oh,
go
man, I'm
ahead,
sound
bro.
crazy.
No,
All
go
right, so
ahead. I want to hear this.
So the Hillary case is there's no evidence of that, you know?
Of that
She
happening.
deleted it,
Exactly.
right? And the
Because
emails,
what the whole thing was, they wanted to see Hillary's emails, but Hillary deleted them.
acid
So
washed.
basically,
That's what
it
Trump
was
said.
that was within the emails, and that's what Trump wanted to find out all along. But what is like even crazier is people don't know this, but she's actually going on trial in September.
In September, right? Or something like that.
Hillary Clinton
Yeah.
is?
She has to respond and she has to go there and talk. Like she has to speak.
If you put this in perspective, if this whole coronavirus BLM stuff wasn't happening, what would be on the news? The Hillary trial.
You think so? Well, maybe not on
Hillary
CNN. You know,
trial.
maybe not on.
But- and
maybe
then-
on the left-sided media.
And what is she, left side? Exactly. So you look back in you look back at when Obama was going for his second term, and what was going on then? Obamagate.
Oh yeah.
And then what? I don't want to sound crazy, you know.
No,
but,
go ahead,
but
bro.
what happened
You're not
when
crazy.
during his second term? H1N1,
Yep. Swine flu.
swine flu.
Yep. That
And
comes out.
What is it? Man-made.
That's
Bill
why people,
Gates
dude. You know, Bill
made-
Gates is a big guy,
Bill
right?
Gates
They say he's a big part of this whole
Bill
coronavirus
Gates
thing.
Made the virus and is making the patent to get the vaccine.
Vaccine. Yep.
But the big thing with Bill Gates is that Bill Gates wants to eventually initiate like a nationwide healthcare.
So he wants to do
So
the same thing
he
where
wants-
it's like Canada's kind of like everybody's on like the same healthcare.
Well, kind of like that, but he wants it like in technical, like he wants to put a chip into you, and basically you're gonna go to a store and you're gonna put your arm under a chip, and you got your vaccines, you're good. Like
You don't?
yeah,
Then,
you don't.
shit.
But you know what? That also like that feels like commie kind.
Yeah, some communism.
Communism.
Is it
Control.
actually?
It's
Yeah,
socialism.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Like-
It's like everybody's
and-
got to do this. Everybody's got to do that. We got to make sure everybody's got this vaccine.
Yeah.
And we got to make sure that
That seems
this
like
is
the
right.
future, though. Although it may seem like there's evil intentions with this stuff, it just seems like that's the future. Putting chips in you and being able to determine like what your
I feel
vitals
like it's
are.
very evil. Though.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is,
yeah.
but that seems like something that will eventually become like
Yeah,
reality.
I agree.
Regardless.
And then, but then it's like, what was I gonna say? Like, then you get started thinking like, okay, well, this guy wants to like control like health and all that.
Yeah,
that's
right.
cool. But he also is very left-sided.
Yeah.
and like part of that whole.
And he's so
thing.
powerful, bro.
So
He is
billions,
so
All that money,
powerful.
right?
He
And
is so
I also
powerful.
wanted to add that Jeff Bezos, you know, he billionaire.
Yeah,
but,
Amazon owner. Yep.
dude. He made a deal with that. They made like a deal with the FBI.
Really? Amazon and the FBI made a
Something
deal?
to do with Siri that whole Alexa thing.
Really?
Yeah.
About what? Just listening in to like if so obviously
into it. It's very
obviously
interesting.
Alexa is on
If you-
all the time. They can hear you because you say hey Alexa and they'll be like, oh what's
is
up girl,
listening
like what's up,
all the
well, how you
time.
doing? So
All the time.
so Alexa and Siri both. Siri's the same way. Like they're on all the time, dude.
Yeah.
So it's like they're
They're listening to
listening all the
everything.
time. You know, they're listening all the time. So
But what's the
But
like? Okay, like
I guess if you ask Siri though, like, did Jeff Bezos make a deal with the FBI? She won't answer.
really.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Or something
and
like
Jeff
that.
Bezos isn't even a part of Apple. Like they ain't even. Jeff Bezos has nothing to do with Apple, right? Jeff Bezos is just the Amazon
But that's
guy.
Alexa. That's Amazon.
Okay. So if you ask
Alexa's
Alexa,
Amazon.
what if you ask Siri? Is it the same thing or no?
Oh no, not Siri.
Okay,
That's what
so
I
if you ask Alexa that, yo,
Alexa,
Alexa, did
but-
Jeff Bezos
Yeah.
make a deal with the FBI?
That
She'll
little
be
puck.
like, nah.
But what's the purpose, though, do you think? Like, obviously, like, well, if you want to say, like, Joe Rogan, Eddie Bravo says the purpose of everything is control, is to control, like, I don't know, the mind or, I don't know, just overall
know.
world control.
I don't know what it was with Jeff Bezos.
But why listen
but
to us? Like, you
if
know,
you
if you're some
think of him-
bozo college student fucking smoking weed and doing cocaine off your table, then
And-
what's the point of an Alexa? Like, if you're just asking it, I don't know, buy me some batteries, buy me some AA batteries. Like, what's the point of them listening to you?
Very true, but that's like kind of like a big brother.
But they can
vibe.
always look
Big
back
brother
at it,
vibe,
right?
I
I
know.
feel like,
understand, like, let's say, well, we
could
were
it be
saying before,
recorded all the time? Like, could you go back and
There's
look
a
into it?
case, There's a case where like yeah, it records all the time.
I mean,
could
like,
go
exactly.
into
Can
the
you go
data.
back and be like, okay, well,
I want to say there was a case like a couple of years ago where a guy got actually pinned for murder because they went back and listened to the Alexa
oh my
recording.
god,
Yeah, I'm not even joking. Like,
oh
so
my
there's-
god.
So that seems
Yeah.
like, so the police were able to ask Amazon to go in there, hey,
Yeah.
let me hear this recording.
and I
But-
think that's that deal that you're talking about, right? With Amazon
But
and with
who-
FBI.
but it's very sketchy. You gotta. I don't.
But, like, it
I
was-
didn't read
what-
too
what-
much into it. I just saw it the other day. But I
Julian
need
was
to-
talking about it. He said that the app, I think it was Julian, or who was it? Someone that was
Deontay?
murdering. It was Deontay. Like, talking about someone who was murdering people, and we figured it out. I wanted to say it in the moment. It was the San Bernardino. You remember it was like a husband and wife who went on a killing spree and killed, I don't know, it was probably like close to 20 people.
Damn.
In multiple areas in California and San Bernardino, and they wanted to look into their iPhones, and I'm sure the
Oh.
FBI or the police or whatever asked Apple,
And
hey,
Apple wouldn't allow.
and they
Yeah, I
wouldn't
remember
allow
you
it.
saying that.
that, like, so I don't know, like, why would Jeff Bezos?
I mean, maybe the FBI gave him some money, dude. The
I
FBI
don't
was
know.
like, here's some money, bro.
Like I said, I gotta read into that.
So that's
Yeah.
good if they use it for those purposes. If
Yeah.
you're like, okay, there's a murder here. Oh, he just so happened to have an Alexa. Like, let's see if we listen into some shit. Like,
But at the same time, it's
But-
listening always, right?
always,
Yeah.
like control,
man.
like
that
And then-
seems.
I like these kind of talks, dude. I like these kind of conspiracy
But then,
theories.
okay,
I like it.
A little crazy.
I like it.
So there's this guy named George or Cross or Soros.
So-
Soros.
yeah,
George Soros. You ever heard of him?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
He's the,
So you gotta
man.
look into him, bro. So
He's all like, I've heard his name like behind a lot of stuff, but I'm not sure exactly what he is.
yeah, like okay, so get this. This dude was a legit Nazi soldier.
So George Soros is a legit, like he's a Nazi guy.
Legit, he's an old guy now, you know.
Okay, right.
But he was a legit Nazi soldier. He was born in Germany, so
Okay.
he's not even part of the U.S. But he is like a billionaire.
Okay.
I think
big
his net
money.
worth right now is like $8 billion.
Big money,
but
big net,
he's
net
like
worth.
famously known for like donating like $32 billion to like organizations all over, everywhere.
Okay.
How do you get this money? No clue. But so that's like a little background of him. But basically, it's a good documentary. You should.
What is it? Is it on
check-
Netflix or what? What
check
is it?
out. It's actually on Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. Okay.
It's
and it's
called
about George Soros.
It's called The Agenda.
The Agenda.
The Agenda, and it's like undermining the the steps of undermining America or something.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyways, this agenda was created back in the 1960s, and it shows like take religion out of schools. You know,
Oh shoot.
like,
Okay. So it's like specific things.
White versus black, like a bunch of stuff
That's
but
currently going
that
on.
shows like in history that happened. You know?
Yeah.
And it's
So
this big long list.
so it almost proves that they have that they have that
controlling
agenda
it.
and they
Trying
have the
to-
control.
Yeah, like and also like initiate worldwide health care.
Oh, okay.
Like it was in there.
So like New World Order, kind of
Yeah.
that sort of like
New World Order, and that's like part of his whole
like Illuminati type of shit.
like that's part of his whole idea. And so this guy's been around since the 1960s in the Democratic like left side pocket.
George
Like,
Soros?
Yeah, never ran, but he's always been the one to fund. Like when Bush ran,
He's put the big money
he
in.
put like 20-some million into whoever Bush was going against. I was like
Kerry?
Kerry, yeah, Kerry, and Bush ended up winning. But like besides the fact, like he also is like one of the big money founders for or people that put a lot of money towards BLM,
Oh, okay.
and
so
he also is like Antifa.
so he's on both sides. So all he's trying to do is just add fuel to the fire. So add fuel to the fire. So he's like, I'm gonna donate to BLM. I'm gonna donate to Antifa.
There's
Here you
all
go.
kinds
Let's
of
fight.
things, though.
Yeah.
Fight.
Yeah,
See who wins.
exactly.
There's
And-
all kinds of things. Like, I don't know, like BLM, there's these really famous Facebook pages that Black Lives Matter have, and they're like ran by Russians. And
That's what I'm
there's-
saying. Like, what? Like, I purely believe in BLM. Like,
Yeah, of
BLM
course.
needs
Yeah,
help, bro. Like,
of course.
come
It
on.
needs to
Like,
happen. Yeah,
it
of course.
shouldn't be happening.
Of course.
It pisses me off. Like,
Yeah.
thinking about it.
Just based off of the color of your skin, you're less
Yeah.
for whatever reason. Like,
But it's
however
like-
that came about, it's still going on right now, and it
but-
shouldn't be.
But it's like big people are putting a lot of money into this organization.
Oh,
But
yeah.
It's like, where is it going, and what are we gonna do with it?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
For me, like the answer to like the whole BLM is like it's gotta like you gotta do something with the police department.
Yeah.
Like for me to have a gun within like 3 months and like be able like fully
Yeah.
certified.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I've only shot a gun once, man. Like,
Yeah,
you're talking
it's
to someone
scary,
that's
dude.
never-
It is scary, dude. I shot a gun
and
a
it's
couple times.
like,
It is scary.
I see a gun as like scary.
Yeah, it is scary because it is.
And,
If you don't
like,
know,
for that thought process, like I could go in and be trained and be like
6 months
illegal.
later, here you are in the
Exactly.
streets. Yeah,
Like,
here you are
nah,
in the streets.
like,
Yeah,
you guys like
yeah. It's not
and-
enough time.
And what would make that like if you put like say you gotta do like a year or 2 years, like
Just community
wouldn't-
college, bro.
it would
Just get
make-
your
it would
bachelor's.
Get better people in there.
Of course.
You know, like people that are actually
Of course.
dedicated to actually making a difference.
Because 6 months isn't so bad. You can do almost anything for
Yeah,
6
you
months,
could-
bro.
you're
Yeah.
like, 6 months that ain't bad.
Yeah, you got a couple. You got 2
Yeah.
years. If it goes to 2 years, it's like okay.
And
only the like select few, or not even the select few, but just like the ones that are willing to stick through it and are willing to just do it because they want to
That
be
actually have
police
common
officers.
sense.
Yeah, they're
You
the ones
know?
that are gonna finish it after 2
No
years. So it's
disrespect to
it's very
police
true. Me,
officers and
yeah,
all,
we
but
talked about it to Deontay. We talked about it with Deontay. It's like it's just not enough time. 6 months is not enough time to become a police officer.
Exactly. That
Like,
and
it's just not.
That and just it's so like it sounds so simple and like you learned it when you were a kid, but like when you go back on it, obviously, it's
Yeah.
just love your neighbor.
Yeah,
Like,
dude. I
that-
mean, it's in the
like love thy neighbor. Like,
Yeah.
it says that in the Bible. Love your
yeah,
neighbor, bro.
it's a huge part. I think it's a part of the 10 Commandments, right? Like it's
Like,
one of the top 5
it's-
like 10 Commandments.
I don't get the
Yeah,
whole
dude.
hate. Like
Yeah, dude. And then people
Makes me mad.
they just protest or they say things that just to say things, like people that aren't wearing masks or they're protesting the mask thing. It's like, dude, it's like, bro, if the CDC, they're telling you that it helps, do it. Like do it.
come on.
It doesn't stop your breathing, bro. It doesn't stop
That's
your breathing.
The Karen stuff.
Like
is
it
ridiculous.
does not stop your breathing. It clearly helps. Like if you breathe through your mask, you can't feel your breath on your hand. It's like obviously that's just a simple ass test that you can do and just try to breathe through your mask and see if you can feel it, and then take your mask off and then breathe on your hand and you can
Like,
definitely
to
feel
me-
it. It's like, dude, that mask helps.
To me, get used to the mask. 'Cause
Yeah,
it
dude.
It
It's
ain't
probably not
leaving.
going to go
Yeah,
away
it ain't
for a
going
long
away.
It
time.
It's like
sucks
in
to
Asia,
say,
dude.
but-
Asians have been doing that forever, dude. They have. Asians have been wearing the mask for a long time, dude.
Because they knew what was going on
Yeah,
over there.
dude,
They knew what
yeah.
Bill Gates was doing.
Yeah, Bill Gates is over in Wuhan trying to start some shit, bro. Trying to
But-
stir the pot.
It's great. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, people. I feel like they just want to say whatever they want to say, regardless of them actually having the knowledge for it.
Knowledge, yeah.
Yeah, like,
it's like.
Well,
I just went off a bunch of
but the thing,
stuff. Let me just note
the thing
that.
but you've read into it, right? Like, regardless if it's true or not, like that's a theory.
And that's
like,
the other thing is like you don't know what to think is true or not anymore because this whole
and it's all theories. What you said was conspiracy theories. It's not based. It's not true or it's not false. But with the mask thing, it's like that is true. Like it's a fact that mask actually will help out situations. Like that's a fact. Like you know that. And your conspiracy theories, you know, the thing that we were just talking about, it's like it's up in the air, dude. Who really knows, dude? It is something to think about. Like who really knows whether if it's true or not? And there's plenty of emails. And look at this. Hillary Clinton's got to go to trial in September, you know?
Nobody knows though.
Yeah, like, you know, it's
and then like also if you think about this, like Trump is running for another re-election.
He is.
And, you know.
He is.
If you think about it, any other president put in these, like, circumstances, it's same thing is going to happen, bro. You're going to get... there's no right, there's no wrong. Like, you're still going to get criticism for whatever you do.
I mean, Trump says some stupid shit. He says some shit that you shouldn't say. Like, Trump... Clearly, he says things and he retweets things and tweets things out that he shouldn't say. Like a man with as much power as he has, like he's the president, and he shouldn't be saying these things. But at the same time, like he's been put under some pressure, bro. Some tough circumstances.
You gotta get
and it's like what, you know what,
much
like
of an asshole he is.
Yeah,
you gotta put yourself. I think perspective is everything in life.
Of course.
You gotta look at it in his shoes. Like,
of course,
did you do any better?
Yeah, and I don't think that many people
the,
could do any better.
The stress and like, I don't think that you could have done.
Yeah, especially in a country.
He's a billionaire. He's a rich.
Yeah, and take it this way: this dude didn't have to be the president.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's set for life. Like
he didn't have to come and be the president and have everybody hate him. No,
he was really like an Epstein guy. He could go live an Epstein lifestyle
and be under a rock
do all
the
kinds
whole
of girls,
time.
get whoever they want, billions of dollars, but instead.
So that's why I don't like.
I don't want to defend him, but like all those theories that you're saying, I've heard. Like I read this super long Facebook post, dude. Facebook, I love Facebook because. Twitter, like you have to do these threads and you have to 150 characters. I don't
Twitter's
know what it is now, but Facebook, dude, you can go on for days, dude.
Down the rabbit hole.
I've read some crazy posts. I don't know, like I don't want to defend Trump. I don't like what you're saying about this leftism kind of attack. I don't know, being like New World Order and
it's scary to think about.
I've heard Trump is like the guy who's
one
like
that's actually fighting.
Exactly, like he's the one that's trying to do
that. Actually
stuff.
has his eyes. That are like can actually see, is not blinded by what's going on.
Yeah, because he has that sort of money. He's able to put the money down on himself instead of having somebody else, like you said, like George Soros putting money down in him and then being like, you got to do this, you got to do that. And Trump is like, well, I don't need you. I got my own money. I could do what I want, right? But at the same time, he does say some stupid shit.
And then the thing that gets me the most is like, all right, Democrats, if you like. Come on, like this is part of your plan, but you got to get someone better than Biden.
Yeah, you got to get somebody better than Biden,
but
bro.
The thing with Biden is he's very easily controllable, and I think that's what the...
And he's been in the game.
Good. He sounded like, I heard a speech the other day for like an hour. He sounded okay. Like, I don't know, from all the things you hear that he's demented.
Like the weird,
Like,
okay.
He seemed okay.
Like, I like kids rubbing on my legs and things like that, what he said.
He said some definitely off the wall things, but... Like, I don't know, you hear, like, for example, like, obviously Twitter, you can't lie. Like, it's left-leaning, like, there's... you can't lie. And you see all these tweets that they'll say, like, Trump is responsible for over 100,000 COVID deaths. The Black Lives Matter thing, like, he's not helping with race relations. So vote for Biden. Like, I don't know. Like, after all that, Trump did this, Trump did that. Trump's fucking orange Hitler, but vote for Joe Biden. Like, it's... I don't know.
Like
anyone else, dude, Pete Buttigieg, Kamala Harris, anyone else could be talking mad scat about Donald Trump now.
But if you like thought about last year's election and you're like, Trump's never, there's no way Trump was going to, that's all we were thinking. Like, all right,
there's no way. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. Yeah.
But like, if you think about it in the USA, who are the people that vote nowadays? The young people don't vote.
Young people don't.
Exactly.
I've never voted.
Me either.
I feel guilty for saying that. I've never voted.
Me either.
Hey, thank you. So who's the people that are all voting? Old people.
Old.
And they're very red.
Yeah.
And that what? So you got to come back from ground zero. So you're saying next re-election we got to come back harder. So we're gonna put
all our votes into Joe Biden.
No, but like it sounds bad, but like they're gonna, it's like we got to get the young people riled up, fired up, and what kind of parties are the owners of Twitter, Instagram, Facebook? They're
left-sided.
Left-sided.
They are. Yeah, they are left-sided.
Like, what other way is there to get votes? Let's start. I don't want to say that,
that's what.
But
yeah.
It makes sense.
It is. It really does.
All the LGBTQ,
get excited.
They're not going to vote for Republican.
No, they're not. They're not.
Think about it.
They're not.
It's something big. Like,
yeah. I mean, and you look, and it goes
brewing, sir.
It goes back to the conspiracy theories and of people like having their agenda and of people having the rich and powerful have the power to manipulate society. And in a society that we're in right now in America, it is very like. It's based on individualism. It's based on you're number one, and who cares about anybody else? Like I'm the one that's in charge.
People don't need to vote.
I'm gonna take care of myself. Yeah. I'm gonna take care of myself. I don't need to take care of anybody else.
Conspiracy stuff, like why would I care? It doesn't affect me, even though it's interesting to think about and interesting to discuss. But it's like And
I'll tell you this: I was never into politics. Like,
me either.
I hated politics.
Me too.
And like whenever I saw it, it was just like people just arguing.
Yeah.
And it's like
it's just a show, dude.
I don't got the energy for that.
Right. Yeah.
But like me having Pato, like
looking into the future now.
I don't want them to have like boundaries.
Yeah.
People like isn't China a communist state?
It is. Yeah.
And Russia and stuff. Like those dudes, like they're limited. Like,
they're very limited.
You can't go outside at this time. What?
Very limited.
Imagine telling Pato you can't go outside at this time.
Yeah.
You say anything bad about the Russian government, like you're saying Hillary makes.
If I would say that,
if you say that in Russia,
be in a
shithole.
If you say that in Russia about Putin, bro.
Yeah, so it's like it's kind of serious, bro. Like,
it is very serious.
In China, what was it? The famous one, the whistleblower for COVID.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, just.
Yeah, he died, right? Because it was like the doctor, right? He said that he said something about coronavirus and it's being withheld, like the information. No, they're not.
And then that whole, there's like 2 doctors in like Santa Barbara, California, came out with it on Facebook or YouTube, and it was trending, and YouTube took it down right away. Yeah.
So it's like there's something bigger, bro. There's something bigger out there. There's a bigger power out there that we don't know about that's controlling things.
Careful what you watch, because that George Soros guy. Look like he owns like half the media.
He owns it all. Yeah, I think that's right. Actually, I think I do.
Owns half the media.
Think I have now that you said the media and George Soros. I feel like that has clicked in my head where it's like, you know what? I feel like I have heard where George Soros owns like half of the media.
Yeah, and like think about it. Like if you want the Democrats to win, you own a company. You're not going to be putting out the opponent's good stuff.
Right? Yeah, you're not.
That's what all the stuff
food
like
for thought.
Yeah,
I
it
don't want
is.
to step
I
on
don't know
anybody's
how-
Just think about it, right? Look into it for yourself. Think about it. Make your own decision about it, whether if it's true or if it's fake. You decide, just look into it at least.
Bro.
Yeah.
But that's why, like, I don't know, like YouTube, the people that got mad, OG YouTubers got super pissed off because now their videos are getting buried under mainstream videos. Like, let's say there's something newsworthy that's going on in the media cycle, I guess, that YouTubers are picking up, or like all this stuff that we're saying, all this conspiracy stuff is never going to be promoted by YouTube. It's never going to be put out there. It's always going to be buried under a bunch of crap. Yeah. And for, if you want to say like, it's going to hurt their agenda, it's going to hurt their stuff, why would they want to show it? Reddit, for example, too. Like I remember back then when Trump was running, dude, Reddit loved Donald Trump, bro. There was so many Donald Trump memes of Hillary. The frog, Pepe the Frog. You remember, dude, he was seen. If you look him up right now, you're going to get that he's an alt-right frog.
You don't know who Pepe is? It's just like a meme. It's like
he's like a meme that I don't really get him. Like he's all over the place.
I'm sure you've seen it. I'm sure if I show you. No. That's Kermit. Yeah, that's Kermit. But Pepe the Frog, it's like a manipulated version of Kermit. Actually, it's like he's got like big old eyes, like wrinkles and stuff. It's just like a manipulated, like ugly version of Kermit the Frog, but it's Pepe. Yeah,
and you can't post about him like anywhere.
And he's seen now as like a political figure, as a political meme.
Kind of evil thing. And Reddit used to be all about that stuff. Now, dude, they purged all, like, even there's a subreddit. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's called literally like Reddit Donald at Donald. And it used to be one of the biggest communities on Reddit. And slowly they got quarantined. It's something like where they're not allowed to post, or their posts aren't gonna, I don't know what quarantine means on Reddit, but now they're just gone. Like the R Donald is just gone. It got taken off of Reddit. They used to be crazy on the right, dude, and now they've just purged it. And maybe Donald Trump being elected, they blamed themselves. They felt as though like, oh,
and
crap,
I feel like Facebook and Reddit, they are kind of blaming themselves for,
we're responsible for this.
Even though whatever.
You were saying like. But also with like, if you're gonna go and look into research and all that, I just want to say like, if you're gonna Google it, like don't settle on the first 2 pages.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And that's the other thing, like you said, like some
like
information, is getting buried. Like videos and information, they're getting buried, dude. So it's like they get their, what they want on the first page, they get what they want on their second page. And then it's like, nobody's going to scroll to page 3. Nobody's going to scroll to page 4. So it's like, let's just forget all about that. And I think Eddie Bravo, who is on Joe Rogan a lot, he is a big conspiracy theorist guy. He mentioned some sort of search engine. He said, don't use Google for anything. Don't use Google. Don't use YouTube for anything. And I can't remember what the word was. I don't know
what it's called.
I don't remember what the search engine was, but on that search engine, he said that's where you will find true information that isn't buried. You can look up whatever and you'll find what it actually is. But I can't remember what the search engine was called. It's something like, it almost was like a little kid word or something like that, like something that a little kid would say or would use, but it was just like a different search engine. He's like, don't use Google, don't use YouTube. And it was Eddie Bravo saying that, but yeah, who knows, bro? I mean, it's all up in the air, right? Like, who really knows what's true and what's not? It's like all that we're trying to do is just live, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
just live. You
freedom of the press got to quit.
Oh yeah,
that should be a law that should be taken away because I just want transparency.
Exactly. Like, tell me the truth, bro. Tell me the truth.
Like, how can you have your the people of your country like unsure?
Exactly. Like, not really know what's
facts,
going on.
Bro. Like, give us facts. We deserve it.
Yeah, give me the truth. That's what I want to know. Whether if it's good or if it's bad, give me the truth, bro. Yeah. I can take it. Tell me the truth, bro.
And I guess, dude, just like, okay, again, I don't want to be a hardcore Trump guy, but obviously there's been fake news way before Trump, but it's almost as though he's the most popular figure that's putting that out there, that all this could be BS. Like,
well, it's because like
that mindset.
I want to say it sells.
Yeah, it does. It really does. It does.
You
it does
this
sell.
Guy that's like orange, Trump, arrogant,
with the
running
toupee.
for president, the biggest job in
the whole world. Yeah.
People are gonna eat it up.
Yeah, and people love that. People love that. The media loves that. It sells, bro. But dude, guess how long we're at?
We're freaking far, man. I'm already getting blown up.
Yeah, I know. Your wife is like, where are you at?
What are we at? 3 hours or something?
240.
Jeez.
242. But we can stop it here, bro. I don't know if you guys got anything else, bro. I mean, we went off on a lot, dude. We told some stories. Dude. We told some stories. We talk about sports,
Jeez,
and then we got onto this. We got into this conspiracy theories at the end. I think the best part is probably towards the end, bro. Those conspiracy theories, I like talking about that sort of thing. I like
it's interesting.
It is very interesting. Whether if I believe it or if I don't, it's still interesting to talk about because some of the things that people say and some of the conspiracy theories that people come up with, it's like, you know what, that could be true, bro.
Eyebrow raisers.
Like it could, yeah, exactly. Like it raises your eyebrow. Like, you know what, could be true, but I think we're done here. We can go ahead and move on to the last part of the show, which is a beer review. I'm thirsty too, bro. So let's get that.
We got to get Stout on deck.
Beer,
I think you got the cooler over there.
Quench your thirst, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm not a Stout guy. Today we have peanut butter milk stout brewed by Belching Beaver Brewery.
Sound good. Like, I wouldn't buy it, I guess.
Yeah, let's take a look at this. Here's a cup for you, my man.
It's for like a certain crowd.
Just me, like, I don't know. I've never been a big Stout person.
I've never been a Stout guy either. Crack that open, though.
I had
Let's do
Stout,
it.
I remember, and like, it was just like, it was like chocolate milk. Like,
I mean, this is peanut butter milk stout, is what it says. So,
Yeah.
peanut butter milk stout
Ooh,
brewed
it smells
by
like Reese's Pieces.
thought of
brewed by Belching Brewery. They're located in San Diego, California.
Ooh, that
This-
looks.
This peanut butter stout is 5.3% alcohol and 30 IBUs. It actually, surprisingly, I was reading this on the site. It said that it received the silver medal at the World Beer Championship in 2014. Silver,
Not
so
gold.
second place,
You ain't
not
first, you
gold.
last.
Yeah, not that's true. I guess you know that Ricky Bobby. So, but silver medal at the World Beer Championship in 2014. The brewery, so Belching Beaver, they describe this beer as simply irresistible. It's like dark chocolate Reese's in a glass, like David said. Rolled oats and lactose adds to the creamy body of this beer, while heavenly aromas of roasted buttery peanuts and chocolate greet you with every sip.
Ooh,
Yeah,
smell it.
Try this out. It says, try this out with a scoop of vanilla ice cream for a real treat.
See, when I think of beer, I don't think
I don't think I'm going
I
to put
gotta
this in
have
the
some
ice
ice
cream.
cream,
Yeah,
too.
it's true.
Smell it.
Look at this
It
thing.
smells like those chocolate, you know, those chocolate like little cracker things, those little Debbies that they're like these long rectangles of like chocolate. It's almost like a Kit Kat, but
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
it smells
like wafers, like chocolate wafers?
It smells exactly like that.
It does. It smells like chocolate wafers. It really does.
Aren't you supposed to like with stouts? You could like, you know how you pour the beer with the glass on the tilted glass,
right.
Like, but with stouts,
I don't know, man.
I'm pretty
You
sure
just pour it
I
straight?
heard you just
Pour it straight in there.
Yeah.
Well, dude, it looks like oil. It is black.
It looks
yeah. It doesn't
is
look
a
very good.
black,
It looks
black
like my
beer.
chew.
looks like coffee, yeah, like a cold brew.
like a black coffee, dude. It's
But
black,
cheers,
bro.
I kind of want to try it. Smells
looks like
really good.
oil.
It smells
Yeah.
sweet.
All right, well, cheers, bro. It does smell like chocolate wafers. And here we go. Let's check this
Reese's.
out.
Pinky up.
Ooh. First, like, I didn't think I was going to like this, dude. To be honest, it tastes like...
It tastes like a candy bar.
Yeah, it tastes
pretty
exactly
good.
how it
tastes
smells.
Like the aftertaste is kind of like, eh.
It tastes like a chocolate wafer.
The first taste is like, it's good.
It's like a hard
coffee
chocolate,
taste,
dude.
though.
It's almost like a hard, like cocoa powder. You know, like Hershey's cocoa powder. You think it's good. You think you take a spoonful of that cocoa powder and it's going to be bomb, but it tastes like...
It's too hard.
like the taste, like when you drink it, it's good, but the after, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I agree.
don't like the
It
after.
does, but the
It
thing
makes
is,
you want to drink more though.
it doesn't
It's
really
kind
taste
of-
like beer, right? Like I have no taste
Yeah,
of
this isn't
beer
beer.
at all. Like it's almost like David said, like a chocolate wafer in a can, and not what I was expecting. I don't
can
really.
see why it placed high. Like it doesn't taste bad. Like
Yeah.
I don't see why people would be like, "Oh, that is
it's
disgusting."
It's
Like, you-
definitely, I could drink this stout. Like there's been
It's
stouts that
drinkable,
I've
like-
tried that I'm like, nah.
Yeah, it's like too much.
Yeah, like it's a drinkable stout.
It is drinkable. I mean, we'll definitely go through it and we'll finish it, but I don't know. I'm a little disappointed on the alcohol percentage, 5.3. I feel like stouts are usually a little bit higher, right? Stouts are a little bit.
I think so. I think you're right.
They're usually a little bit higher on the alcohol percentage, but 5.3, whatever. You know, we've got a couple beers in us too, so we're not too worried about
I like it, dude.
I mean, for a stout, it's
in terms of a stout.
I have probably tried like 2 stouts in my life though. So it's the better.
I don't really taste any peanut butter at all, so I don't know where the peanut butter comes
I know
from.
what they're like. It tastes like a little like peanut, like I don't know, like a hazelnut, like
Yeah.
like Nutella almost. Nutella's
Oh, I haven't had
made
Nutella.
out of hazelnut, but it's
You haven't
mainly
had Nutella?
chocolate.
No.
Dude, I love Nutella,
It's
bro.
mainly like
it does taste
tastes
like Nutella.
chocolate, but with a hint of like nut, like just some.
That nut.
Like I said it to you all.
But no, I know what you mean.
That
That
nut's
hazelnut. I think you're right with the hazelnut. Like,
Yeah, dude. It just doesn't taste like beer, you know? Like it's
yeah, I don't
There's
see
no beer
myself
taste.
like going to the bar and being like, "Yo, let me get that peanut butter." milk stout.
yeah. But I mean, I can see why people would. You know, I can see why
If they're
people
not-
that would enjoy this kind of thing.
Out of interesting beers, like let's say you gather up all the peanut butter beers, this one's probably the best. Like I'm just guessing.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming all the other peanut butter beers are pretty raunchy.
Very strange, dude. It's
It
a very
is.
strange taste. Again, I don't taste no beer. I don't taste the peanut butter. It just tastes like a chocolate wafer, but you're right too, Miko, on what you were saying on like kind of the aftertaste. It's like a little like
coffee-ish, like after.
yeah, it's like it does leave like a little like not a dirty taste in your mouth, but like a
It looks like a Coke now. It looks like Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
it is. It's like black, dude. It is black, but
I mean, I just finished mine. I don't want to pour more.
really? So that's how you feel? Damn, you finished it and he doesn't want to pour another one.
Yeah, like more than half my cup still.
Man, I mean, we'll finish it, right?
Yeah, you guys will finish
it's all right, but yeah, I mean, peanut butter milk stout beer. Yeah, I would agree with you. I'm not too big on it.
It's a good stout though.
I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
If I ordered this on like, I don't know, off a whim, and I was just like at a restaurant and feeling very adventurous, and I got that, I wouldn't be super pissed off.
I'd be like,
yeah, I wouldn't be pissed off, but I wouldn't order another one.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
like it's like that, like
not this one again.
yeah, like you know, I'll finish it, like no big deal. But yeah, you're right. Like
I'll take my $5.
Like I wouldn't tell people it's horrible.
Loss.
Yeah, I'll take my $5 loss.
And it's like, oh, dude, I want to try that. It's like, oh, dude, that's fucking disgusting. That won't. I would probably tell them like, yeah, it's
all right.
it's not. It's, you know, it's interesting, you know.
Yeah, it's true.
But like I said, I've only had like 2 stouts before this.
Yeah,
and it's the better of the stouts.
Yeah, right. Out of the stout beers that you've had, this one's the best
I had
one.
like a chocolate one.
All right. Yeah, all right, let's do. I think we actually do have a chocolate stout in the fridge too, but I want to do this peanut butter one just because it looked interesting. I like the can too.
The
Let's
Beaver's
pull out the
cool.
can. Yeah, right.
Beaver Wildin'.
Belching Beaver.
So yeah, Belching
I
Beaver
tried their
peanut butter
IPA.
stout.
It's like a blue can. It's really good too,
Oh, nice.
or something like that.
So they have like, they just don't.
Yeah,
make
this is probably
stouts.
just their wild child beer. You know, this is just their.
I mean, but maybe it's their moneymaker
What is
too.
it?
Yeah,
it's
it is.
Belching Beaver Brewery.
Belching Beaver Brewery.
I've seen
yeah.
it. It is like I've seen
Where
it
in
at like
California?
bars.
San Diego.
Ooh.
San
Hey,
Diego.
I'm going there. Like.
Hell yeah, go hit up the Beaver, bro. Hit up the Beaver, bro.
I'm going there in like 2 weeks.
Damn, again, you going
It's
back to
already July,
Cali?
huh?
It is already July, yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks. bro.
Damn, dude. But yeah, hit up Belching Beaver, bro. Say that you try their peanut
might.
butter.
Close.
Be like,
Oh.
yeah, that's probably true too. Yeah, that's probably true. But
Damn.
well, we can go into the ratings, bro. I mean, I don't. What do we think about it? What do we think
Like I
about
don't
it,
want
Miko?
to judge it off of my taste, because for like a stout, I don't know if you're someone who's into these kind of beers. I think this would be like a killer one.
Yeah, like if I was in the stouts.
Yeah, if you-
I
yeah,
don't
exactly.
know. Like it's hard to say because
Yeah.
I'm not in stouts.
Exactly.
Right? Like that's what I'm
It's a
trying
good
to.
stout because I haven't had a good stout. So as far as stouts, it's a high rating.
It's a good rating in terms of stouts. That's
But
true.
like you said, if I were to buy it at the bar, I probably wouldn't order another one.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes like that CBS or KBS. You remember that one I had, Alex? That was like $25 for 4 bottles. I bought it at Total Wine just because
It's supposed to be like the
Total Wine is dangerous.
Total Wine is very
my
dangerous.
dad heard of it and heard it on the
What was it?
radio or
A
something.
beer?
Yeah.
IPA?
Yeah, it
It
was
came-
dark as
But
that.
like those long neck ones, like
no,
the
no, no,
legit
no, no.
bottle?
It was
Oh.
just like a regular bottle.
It was a 4-pack too. It was
And
a
I
4-pack.
think it was what, like 11%
Oh,
or
okay,
10%.
so that's why I was-
yeah.
Yeah, I've seen those.
And it kind of tasted like this, but
It was just
way
rough.
stronger.
Rough.
But that other one was pretty good, dude. It got you off of 1 bottle.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, I'm sure, bro.
But this isn't. Yeah, you're right. Like maybe if it was stronger and it tasted like this.
I'm gonna do what you
I
said.
would
Just
take
pour
it.
it straight down.
Dude, that's what I've heard. Like, yeah.
Oh, that didn't help.
But
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
Ew. It looks gross.
Yeah, it looks like
look-
oil.
Yeah, the look looks like dip spit.
Ew.
But let's go to the ratings. What are we gonna give it? Should we give it 2 ratings? Like one where it's just like a stout rating, or just like do an overall rating?
Like, if I had to drink another stout, I would drink.
You go for this?
Yo, give me that peanut butter milk.
Okay, so in terms of stouts, we all kind of agree. Like we've
It's
had
like-
a little bit of
Like I
stouts
said,
here and
like,
there.
If I was feeling crazy. And I was like, give me one of them fucking peanut butter beers, bro.
Yeah, and I was
got
munching
this.
on like a pack of even M&Ms.
Yeah.
Or had
Yeah.
Snickers with me.
Something, right?
I'd
Some
sip
sort
it,
of chocolate.
Bro. I would sip it.
At
But
the end of the child's party with the cake, I might have it with it.
Yeah.
it was like someone walking around the party like, bro, you got to try this beer, bro.
Yeah.
It smacks.
No.
And you gave me this.
That's what they said, though. Try it out with a scoop of vanilla ice cream for a real treat,
Maybe
bro.
like a root beer flow to this.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about it like,
Yeah.
like a root beer
It
flow
wouldn't be
is.
the best tasting root beer float. The only thing that would get you down is knowing that you got a buzz.
Yeah, knowing that there's the alcohol in there. Yeah, that's true. Well, let's go ahead. Let's go with the rating. What are we thinking?
Like-
Miko? Out of 10, on a scale of 1 to 10.
For stouts, it's a...
It's like a 9, bro. Like
For
an
stouts?
8.
In
I'm
terms
gonna
of
say 8.
stouts, I've
only had 2 stouts in my life.
Yeah, I haven't had too
and they
many
were
stouts
trash
either.
compared to this one.
I've never had stouts either, so
I'll
I'm
give it
not.
an 8.
I don't
That's
really know.
respectable.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
or
8 in terms of just stout beers. Now let's see what the overall kind of like going to the
overall,
grocery
Like
store
the
and buying
Santan,
it.
this moon juice is way better. I
Oh,
would
yeah, I love
rather
the juice.
I
drink
know that
this.
moon juice is good stuff,
I didn't
bro.
know it was 7 though percent.
7.3 that moon juice.
If this was 7 or like 8 and it kind of tasted like this, I wouldn't be so mad. Drink a can of this.
Yeah,
All right, what overall though? Give me an overall score.
like 5.5.
5.5. Okay,
If it had the higher percentage, I might have given it.
might have bumped it up to a 6, but
Yeah.
5.5. Okay, that's not a horrible rating. I'm thinking. So again, I'm thinking for the stout because I really haven't had too many stouts either. I've had a couple. I've had one stout at God, I can't remember what place it was. At Monsoons, that bar by so at Monsoons. Shout out to Colton Glorioso. Actually, he works there. I had a stout there one time, and it looked exactly like this. It looked like just a black beer, just looked like oil. I mean, it looks like just like a syrupy oil look, and I didn't really like it. Yeah, definitely. This one's definitely better. So in terms of stouts, I think I might, just because I feel like I haven't had too many to where I can't give this a 9 or a 10.
Yeah.
But I'd give it an 8. I'm going to go with an 8. I think I'll agree with you on that. But in terms of just overall beers, bro, I might go a little bit lower than you, dude. I might give this just because it doesn't taste like beer, bro. Like I'm a dude.
Beer, for sure.
I'm a dude who likes my beer. When I'm drinking a beer, I like it to taste.
that
Yeah,
beer.
I like the taste of beer. I know that some people will think that's crazy. That
Hoppy.
how do you like the taste of beer? It's like, well, I don't know. I've drank it for so long to where it's like I'm okay with it. I'm
Yeah.
okay with the taste of beer. So, in terms of overall beer, I think I might go with a 4.
Wow.
Yeah, I know that's a low
I didn't
score.
want to put it below a 5 because it was like a legit.
It is good.
decent stout.
Like it is really good. It tastes like a chocolate wafer. But I just
not a
don't
beer.
I don't taste any beer in it. Like I'm an IPA guy. I like the hops. I like that taste of like a strong beer. And this one I get 0 taste in that. And I don't know, like just looking at it kind of like turns me off too, just the way that it looks. It's like man, this
if
don't
I
look
had
like a good
lipper
beer.
and my spitter was next to it, I wouldn't be able.
Yeah,
to
you
tell
wouldn't.
the
Yeah,
difference.
exactly. So I think overall, okay. I think a 4 is a little too harsh. Let's go with 4.5. I'll give it that extra boosty. I'll give
You
it the
said 4?
boosty.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'll give it the boosty. So I'll give it a 4.5 overall. But in terms of stouts, I'll agree with you. I'll give it an 8 in terms of just stout beers in general. But again, I haven't had too many, so I don't know really what a 10 is.
My stout game's weak.
It is. My stout game's weak too. I agree. But let's go ahead. Let's hear what you got.
In terms of you're right. Like probably a 9 in terms of like stouts. Like
I bet it is.
8 and a half.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
good.
it
Like,
got
That's
second
why I got
place.
those- yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
I wonder what first is.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows, right?
But I could see why people liked it. Like I feel like this beer confuses me, dude. It all depends. If I ordered this and I had like a steak, I'd be pissed off.
Yeah,
like,
that's
dude,
true.
this is some
Like,
sweet nonsense.
it don't
Get this.
go.
Yeah.
But if I got this on like a flight, those little cups that comes. If I got that,
That's a good point.
and I
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
some
I
dark
wouldn't
shit,
mind that.
I'd
Yeah.
be like, ugh. But then I take a sip and I'd be like, you know what, dude?
It's not too bad.
Not
bad.
bad.
Not too bad.
A flight is a very good
Yeah, it is.
example.
It is.
Where I'd be like, all right,
Yeah, you know, okay,
I'll
maybe.
finish that.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly what you did. Like, I'll finish it, but I won't get another
I'm not
one.
gonna
Like,
get
I'm good.
another
Yeah, yeah, that's true, dude. So what? You gave it a 9 in terms of stouts.
Yeah,
And
but
then-
Overall, let's hear what you.
I like it. As soon as I drank it, I liked it. And the other beers that I don't like, I definitely am like, nah, dude.
But then the aftertaste is kind
Man, I don't know. Like, I like this. I'm gonna go with like a 6.
Overall 6.
Yeah.
6.
Okay, what'd you give it a 5.5
I put
overall?
5.5. I didn't want to give it a 5 because like I was like, you know,
It's a little too low.
yeah.
And you gave it a
But
6.
it tastes exactly like one of those little Debbie.
Yeah, I wonder how
chocolate
they do
wafers.
that,
I don't
like-
know
Yeah. It's
what
true.
they are, but
Chocolatey.
And if you're into that, bro, if you're not
Yeah.
not much
tastes
of a
exactly
beer
like-
guy, if you're not much of a beer drinker.
If I was a kid and my my grandpa would sneak me beers, I remember I'd try to like grab my dad's beer.
I'm like,
and my
yo,
dad would,
that's
like smack
this
my
ain't a
hand.
beer.
And my
This is
grandpa
chocolate
would like
milk.
turn me around and give me his cup and just stuck it in my face. Like, here, bro, you want a taste?
Oh, gee.
Here's a gulp. And if he gave me this, I'd be an addict. Like, you know, like if this was my first experience of
Alcoholic at
beer,
9.
Yeah.
I'd be like, dude, I'm with it.
I
I'm
know
for
it,
sure
John.
with it.
Yeah, dude.
Now I know why y'all
Yeah.
be drinking this.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to my tata too, dude. He's 91,
Yeah,
bro.
91
He turned
yesterday.
91
Still-
yesterday, bro.
Still trucking.
Yeah,
Shouts
still
out to
moving.
that
I think he's
guy.
still driving too, bro.
No way.
Yeah, I
That's
think
scary.
I think he's still driving. Yeah,
dude.
yeah, but this beer was good though. I mean, I'm not much of a stout guy, but I can finish it. Like it's a good beer, even though my overall score is saying otherwise.
Yeah.
I just feel like it just doesn't taste like a beer, you know. So that's why I gave it kind of a low score. But you know, if you're not into beer, if you don't like the beer taste, then this might be your one. You know, this might be the one. So
Like, this doesn't taste like, you're right. It doesn't taste like beer. So if you're somebody that doesn't like it and you like this interesting stuff,
You like chocolate?
then
Yeah.
yeah, this is probably like
Yeah.
a good substitute.
exactly, yeah, exactly.
Oh,
But
it does say coffee.
very interesting, bro.
Roasted
Yeah.
peanuts, dark chocolate, and coffee.
There we go. There we go, dude. I say we hit the nose, bro. We hit it on the nose, but I think that's it, man. We're coming up on 3 hours, bro, man.
Yeah, appreciate
Thank
it
you.
for having me.
Thank you
Shout
for
out,
coming,
dude.
bro.
Sorry,
yeah.
listeners, we went a little overboard.
No,
man.
dude,
Shoot.
I like it, bro. I
3
like
hours.
I like this a lot. I,
know,
like
my
this talk
phone's
a lot.
Blown up.
I know, dude.
Gina. Just,
I
where
know.
are you?
I know. It's all good, bro. 3 hours though, but you know, here we are, bro, at the end of our show. Thank you for coming, man. We
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate your reviews, your ratings, dude.
Yeah,
You know,
y'all, dude.
it's all good, bro.
I got like 400 something followers on Instagram, dude. You guys are gonna be going
Hell
viral.
yeah, bro. We ready.
Viral by the end of this night.
We
dude.
ready for the clout, bro.
I'm
We
basically
ready.
Trending.
We
like,
ready?
What, 300 followers on Twitter.
Bring it on. Bring it on. We
Hey,
want them
Life
all.
of Pato.
Life
Get
of
with it.
Pato. Yep. Pato, Lil Levi, bro. Or he's big Levi, actually. I don't
Big
even
Ls.
want to be calling him Lil Levi. He's big. He's a big guy. But yeah, 3 hours, man. Thanks again. But yeah, I think
Appreciate
that's
it,
it, bro. Anything else you guys want?
No,
Shout out to that dude who lives in France.
Oh man,
Who
dude, I've been
listens
wanting to
us?
shout this guy out for a long time,
I don't know
actually.
who
For
he
real?
is,
There's
no
this guy
idea.
in France,
Hey.
and it's in the same city, bro. So in one
Paris,
city.
outside of like,
So each
Paris.
episode, I think this is the 8th episode. So there's 7 plays in one specific city of
Oh,
France.
that's so cool.
So he's listened to every single episode, and it's one specific city. So it's like it's got to be one
and we
guy,
see
right?
him.
Hey, yo,
Yeah.
shout out.
Yeah,
And
we
we
see
see
you.
him.
We see you,
see-
man.
Shout out to you, man.
dude. Yeah, shout out to you. If you're listening, man, send us something, man. Send us an email, shoot us a DM, man. Whatever,
Something.
dude.
It's
Yeah, hit
cool.
us up, man. Hit us up. We'd like to get to know you, and we
Yeah,
thank
hit,
you.
hit a review. Hey,
Yeah,
make
dude.
sure you do 5 stars, though.
Yeah,
Don't mess
5
up
stars,
like I
man.
did.
1 star.
Yeah,
A
5
nice
stars.
comment.
It was a nice comment, but I messed up on the stars.
It's all good, man. You know, you rate us whatever you feel like you gotta
I
rate
meant
us,
to do
man.
5.
Deserve it? Whatever.
Yeah, no big deal, dude. But yeah, dude, thanks again, man. And we'll catch you guys next time, man. So peace, bro.